Cha-cha! Welcome in to channeled messages, letters, plus cards, plus reading from your future partner. Or future soul love. I didn't actually create a firm intention for when I channeled the letters. Or getting into the energies themselves anyway. So it feels more like whatever will come through. I guess that's what I'll say. Because I don't feel like honing in on the type of connection that these are on about is beneficial. It feels more like the connection that this will be applying to. Yes. Okay, so those are the 4 piles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I shall put a pen, or not, pile 1 does not want a pen, on top. 1 is orange, 2 is purple, 3 is pink, plink, plink plonk blue, and 4 is red. There's nothing more to say about red, just red. Orange also didn't get more to say. I feel like generally when I have things to say about piles, 2 and 3, I almost said 2 and 4, so maybe that's relevant. 2 and 3 often have a lot to say. In the intro at least. But that's completely not true. I just feel like I always skip 1. Poor little 1. Okay. Shall we get a card each? I think we'll get a little card each too. In the intro. Oh, I kind of want a bird card. Mostly because of the shape. It feels like it will fit in nicely. I was gonna do one just for them. Oh, okay. And then when I said that, I was thinking, oh, I'll do one for you and them. But actually, I'll just do it less like representing them, but more like representing the message they have for you. Okay. Pile number 1. I feel like I need to check if this is recording. It is recording. Maybe the time is relevant. 2 minutes 39. 239 could be significant for some people. Okay. What does pile 1's message from the bird dingoes want to be? Ooh, is that Harrier? Marsh Harrier. Ah, he's looking for something. Where shall we put him? Up there? Or down here? I think down here. Down below. Okay. What does pile 2's beings, souls, want to say to pile 2? What's their message? Something about the word there. Here, there, and everywhere. Or maybe just there. Not here. Or everywhere. Oh. Oh. It's a lot. I just heard in my head, they don't get one. Oh, poor pile 2. Come on, you can have a message. Come on, let's squeeze it out of pile 2's people. Come on, you can tell us. This one. Red kite. That's like the epitome of a message. That's kind of funny. It's like, they're not actually giving you a message. They're just saying, like, tell me a message. And then they'll say a message. There you go. Okay, pile number 3. If pile 3 doesn't have anything to say, I will be very shocked, judging by their letter. Ooh! Oh, I love this one. Lapwing. It's like tiny on the back, very cute and almost unreadable. But then on the front, it's also cut off and thus almost unreadable. Doesn't it looks like such a cute little bird? That's their message to you. I've never noticed this or like never been drawn into the colours of this before, but it almost looks like a crystal colour on the the arm, the wing. Is that even the wing? This is looking weird now. That's their message to you. Spin, 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 spin. Perspective. Okay. They want me to clarify a new perspective. Okay. 4. It's not just any perspective. Okay. 4. From 5 full folds from pile 4's. 2. Well, from pile 4's person, being, connection to pile 4. There we go. This one just wanted to come out once it was specified. Lesser spotted woodpecker. Hey, it goes with the redhead. Ooh, look how like in the dark that looks. It looks like someone has their flash on their phone. It looks it's reminding me of like when you're trying to take a photo but you don't realize that flash is on, or like you don't realize it's so dark that the flash will come on, or like it's on the wrong way, like you're trying to take a photo of like say yourself. No, the other way around. You're trying to take a photo of in front of you but flash is on and it's towards yourself and it's like, oh, didn't expect that. That's what this looks like, or is reminding me of. Oh, look, a little fly has come to say hello. Okay, those. Shall we get another one for above? No. Okay. We could get a rune. Yeah, let's get a rune for each. Ruin. It's in ruins. It's all in ruins. What's in ruins? Now I'm getting reminded of the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I don't have that on me though. Or in me, or around me. It would be interesting if it was in me. Okay, pile number 1. I want more of like a representation of them. Not you, but them. Jera, I believe this is. Cycles, a year, harvest could be significant. Okay, and pile 2's them. I believe this is no, I think this is not Sowelu. I know that it looks like one of the others. So that's the message that's coming for that one. That it looks like it's something else, but it actually is the right one. Or maybe it's the wrong one. I'm trying to have a look now. Find me. This one, they want to be found. They want to be understood. Okay, yeah, I'm not finding it. But they won't be found or understood. Or maybe they'll be understood but not found. Okay, 3. Who are they coming? Oh, that was easy. I think this is Manas. I love that I'm using things that I just do not know of. Yes, that fits file 3 so well. Okay, 4. Who are they? We have Raido. Okay. Okay, those are your piles. Pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. See you at your readings. My brain can't help but want to say, or see me now, or another time, each time I say that. Or many times I say that. This time I said it. I have warm tea beside me this time. A tea called Glow. Glow in the dark. Ooh, that'd be cool. Tea that glows in the dark. That's making me think of a song. Something in the dark. Oh no. Wait, what is that song called? What is that song? Oh, it's called Queen of the Night. I feel like I'm confusing it with a different song. So hey ho, that song could be significant. Pile 1, look, pile 1, orange, similar. So I have to drink all of this tea now in pile 1. Ah. That was like a cross between like ah and like ah, like okay. Welcome in pile 1. There's a little bit of a message of like a cross between, yeah, which goes very well with your person. I have a few notes. So this is their letter, channeled letter, words. That this is not yours. This is yours. This is not yours. I completely mixed up the. This one's yours. Ooh, this is interesting. That in between message was already. It was just about that. Well, it wasn't just about, but it's also representing a switch up. And there's even 2 on this. There's one message for you of, if you have someone in mind, it may not be them. Or, I was gonna say, if you don't have someone in mind, it might be them. There's something about like searching for that which cannot be found. It's giving a feeling of like looking but in the wrong direction. And I wanted to burp at that point, which is talking of letting go. Okay, interesting. Let's put your pen up there. So yeah, this is the letter. Ah, that's the end! Don't look! Yeah, don't look. There's something very like other. It's like it's not this, it's this, or it's not this, it's this. So anyway, I will read the letter, and I also have some notes beside. But don't worry if you can't read it, because hopefully you can hear my words as I speak it. It is tidier handwriting than my usual handwriting. But it's still, you know, my hands, which don't typically create the tidiest of handwritings. Okay, my dearest one. The one? A one? One's? Question mark? Exclamation mark? And I would really wanted to note like the huge 0. Oh, wait, that's not a 0. Yeah, again with that message of like release of like, or cycles. Yeah, cycles with Jera. Cycles. Or maybe this could be someone you have met, but it's like they are. I heard making a change for the better, but also it's like cycling round. It's like you met them when they were just in their budding phase. They haven't come full circle yet. Could be. Take it or leave it. Don't force it to be. If it doesn't bring... I heard solace to your... I didn't hear the rest, but I'm gonna add the rest. Solace to your... I want to say brain. But heart, soul. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, your person has a very, like... They get anxious a lot. That's how I feel from them. But they like to give off more of a confident front. It's not like... I don't think they ever would come across as super confident. But they might... They would like to be that way. How many are you? Ah! Because of the D1, A1, 1s. Yeah, and I circled that also, which is another circle. I didn't point at that. I didn't make that a note while I was writing, but 'tis a note now. You've always been close to me. I've always felt the sense of knowing you and the path we'd take to get together. Yes, it feels like there's something of like you've already been talking, or maybe talking is significant for when you do meet them. There's even crops within this marsh harrier, and marsh is me thinking marsh makes me think of like a bog, like getting bogged down. It's like where they've come from isn't where they're going, and you can even view this rune like a point to the past and a point to the future. Moshkashte, perhaps. Okay. I've always felt this sense of knowing you and the path we'd take to get together. What do you think the colour dark blue would look like here? Pretty? They felt like they didn't know what to say, but they had this image of writing in dark blue instead of orange, and it kind of gave me a feeling of like they wish they came off cooler than they did. It's kind of like they're orange, but they wanted to be a different colour. Well, I think you're the colour I'd rather see on my page. Yeah, there might be some cheesy lines from them too. I don't like to take life too seriously, but something about your energy makes me want to calm down somewhat. Like it's more sensible to talk again. Like it's more sensible to take in all that's around me, around us. Writing this makes me nervous. I hope you like me. I don't really understand what goes into these, and others would probably do them better. I hope I don't disappoint you, my dear. It's hard for me to write things like that, / this. Part of that was my dear. I've written something about that in here. Hehe, that rhymed. They want you to feel cared for, and sometimes they say what they think will help you feel calm or what you want to hear, even if it makes them feel awkward saying it. And that felt like when they wrote my dear, because when I was writing it, it felt like it wasn't like very natural for them. Even if like in their authentic self it would be a very natural thing for them to say, it's like they weren't used to it. So this also could be someone younger who, or it doesn't have to be younger, but it just could be someone who is less experienced in romance or the type of relationship that you would be looking for with them. Or just like with someone like you, they're not used to that. I overthink a lot, even though nobody would guess it. Or maybe they would. I'm told I can miss obvious social cues, even though I myself feel competent. I get the feeling most people would rather bother without me, and I don't quite understand it. Most of the time I'm very upbeat and don't let things get to me. I'm self-sufficient and love to care for others around me. Maybe one day you'll see. Maybe I'm not representing myself well. With the maybe, there's lots of maybes with your person. They really don't like to presume. Like, even though this is literally a letter from like a future partner, like this is in the essence of they are already your partner. Like me channeling them, like they know, they know that you will be partners together. They keep saying maybe because they don't want to like push your boundaries or presume. They feel like they're very unsure of themselves, but they really care deeply for you, or they want you to feel comforted by them. They want you to feel safe around them. Yeah, really doesn't like to presume. Maybe one day you'll see. Quote, like specifying that maybe. Maybe one day you'll see. Maybe I'm not representing myself. I'm trying to be more serious for you because I want you to feel like you can really rely on me. Even if my friends call me aloof, I want you to feel seen by me. Maybe we can sit and stare at each other when we're comfortable, so I can really show you I see you. That was them like, again, even, it was them like playing on the words of seeing, like we could stare at each other. And it's like, even then, when I was imagining that, or they were showing me that image of them, it's like there's still like an awkwardness around it. It's like they feel nervous around you. They really feel like they're very different around you. they're not used to themselves, the themselves that they become with you. I'll go for the second page, even though I don't know if there's much more I have to say to you. I hope you're keeping warm. Even if you're currently with someone else, I hope you're happy and feeling cared for. Don't worry about me. I want you to feel loved wherever you are. I want to say, I'm seeing this now as whatever you are. So that might be significant for some of you. Don't worry about me. I want you to feel loved whatever you are. And going off that, I also want to say, or however you feel. I want you to feel loved however you feel. One day we'll be together, right? I hope so. I feel like I already love you very much, if that's possible. I don't think I'm crazy. Maybe you feel the same. Maybe. I think I'll leave this here. I don't want to say something that'll make you feel uncomfortable, so this seems okay. They tried really hard to word that part. It didn't come so fluidly. They wanted to... It's like they wanted to stop writing because it's also like I could feel a part of them coming through that like they felt far more passionate, and I think maybe that passion had got them in trouble before in like earlier life maybe. So it's like they wanted to end it before they got too passionate. It's like they really hold themselves back. With hugs and kisses, if you want them, your distant love to be. And they at the end it's like they wanted to show you that they cared, so it's like they wanted to put a bit more like effort, like they put smiley faces and lots of exclamation marks. They felt so cute about it all. And also it's like they were so tiny exclamation marks though. It's like they didn't want to impede, is that the right word? I think. Yeah, they have an energy of they really don't want to overstep, but they really care for you. Okay, and I also want to note, they're the only one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're the only one that got 2 pages, even though they felt like they didn't know what to say the most. Like the others felt like they knew who they were more. And yet yours, it's like they wanted to make the effort. It was really sweet. Okay. So, let me see if there's any notes I have. It's me, wow! Yeah, my first impression of them was they're crazy. And the first song I was listening to as I was like getting ready to write or writing, it's called Masturbators. It's a song, I can't remember, is it by Olia or Orezus maybe? It's a like crazy partying song. And yeah, when I started writing for them, they wanted to be messier, or like they wanted to, where is it at the start? It's like they wanted to write all over. That's how like my hand wanted to move really way faster and way like messier. But it's like for you, they were really slowing down and being more intentional with where they wanted to write. For example, draw and write everywhere in their heads, but actually choose to write nicely. Yeah. They feel like they're really understood. Okay, interesting. I was gonna say that they're really misunderstood. So maybe again with that kind of like dual nature or dual message that wants to come through, there's 2 parts to them that half people see and half people don't, or half people understand them and half people don't. And also I think that's the same with themselves. Like I think sometimes they fully feel in their own skin and they're very confident and they love life and they feel like things flow, and then the other half of the time, and you know, take half, it's not like exactly that time frame, but then part of the time they feel like things aren't working out, they don't really like who they are, or they feel like they shouldn't be what they want to be. Regardless, there's a lot of passion in this. It's like they just try to dilute that passion. They want you to feel cared for and sometimes say what they think will help you. Yeah, we touched on that. Really don't like to presume. Yeah, when I got to the second page, I started to feel shaky writing. And that's making me feel a bit like it's that energy of seriousness. It's like not just the start, but the second part. It's like the energy of like they can party very well, but when it comes to like settling down or being more intimate, that's when they're more on edge. They're good at the lighthearted stuff. Even though there's that like sense that they said like they get the feeling that people would rather them not be there kind of thing, or bother without them. It makes me feel like they have, it's like they stand out, but it's perhaps been a problem that they've stood out in the past. I keep getting lots of images with them like in social settings with like lots of friends. Or like just some friends, but there's a lot of people around. But they kind of feel like they're alone, or a bit like they give off a bit of Pisces like out of it vibes. But it's like they don't really understand it because they themselves feel like they get it, or they feel like they're on the same page as everyone, but sometimes other people don't feel that about them. I think they're very authentic. It's like they almost don't know why people wouldn't act out of like themselves. I'd say they're probably very grounded in their own bodies, even though I said Pisces and out of it. It's like they still view the world from their own perspective. Yeah. So yeah, they felt a bit shaky on the second page. It feels like they act very differently around you than others. Just again with that more crazy. I heard more flirtatious in general. They live lightly. They said that too. They don't like to take life too seriously. Up for a good time kind of feeling, like very positive. Yeah. Oh, they feel so positive. But it's almost like you know what I'll say to that is like they don't numb their feelings, I'd say. It's like when they're on their own, then they will feel, or they feel very emotional too. That's what I'll say. Yeah. Before and after the writing were crazier, more sexual songs, yeah. But then when it was during the writing, they were more lonely songs or feeling insecure or like unseen. / maybe love songs. I didn't remember that part. So that is the first section of this done, and I don't know what the second section will be. So we'll see. I want to drink some tea. Lots of rhyming. For me. Yeah, they do have a bit of an energy of like when it gets quiet though. It's like the silence is difficult for them. They don't like when it gets quiet. But it's not in a way that I don't want to say it's overwhelming, and I don't want to say they run away from it, but they kind of do with both. Maybe we'll get clarifiers. Let's use this maybe. There's something in here for them. I can feel it. I bet they would have quite an attuned intuition. And yeah, I'm finding myself like wiggling around a bit, moving around. Maybe they do avoid their emotions. I keep getting a very young vibe from them. just trying to get these out. Okay. Let's see. Pile number 1. This is a person. What would you like to tell pile number 1? Spirit of pair. I feel like they have a sweet sense of humor, because the first thing I saw of that was like pair, like they want to be a pair with you. They want to be with you. And it gives me a very sexual vibe too. You know, they might like really test the waters with you, like how far can I go? Or and I feel like that's not just for you, but it's like for them too. In other words, it's like they're learning about you just as much as they're learning about themselves with you. Moving stag. This makes me think of helping transition, like helping like a stag in spirit who helps souls cross over. And we already had that message of like in between, and there's been a lot of energy of letting go too. So I really wonder, they could even, and there's like 2 on this, and this is a bit of a self-love card, let's call it. I don't remember. On my channel, on Weaver of Worlds, on posts around before the time of this upload, there's this card. And there's a single sentence, but I don't remember what it is. It's love is inherent. It's not earned. Something like that. So I really feel like through you, through the pair. Oh, and it also could be that they could be in a relationship currently and they're moving on from that, or it's also more like I'm getting very I keep being drawn to this as a sexual energy, and moving stag is like they're learning to process their past sexually, because I'm being drawn to this as being a fire now. And red panda, I'm just being drawn to that like redness of it. I'm gonna move in again. Yeah, they feel like in and out. They don't know. It's like they don't quite know if they can, because in the past it feels like they were told they can't, and then learning that they can. They're learning that their passion is okay. I feel like with this being a message to you, it's like they want to thank you, because I feel like there's a combination of I feel like you enjoy this. There's a little bit of a sense of it brings you ease, that you can be more of the leader, like you can feel like, but it's not that. It's even like they're testing the waters with, I guess it could go either way, but my image of it now is like they're testing the waters of how much they can pursue, like how much they can make moves themselves, like how much of their own masculinity can they step into, how much can they follow their desires, how much of their desire is okay. So yeah, this love is inherent card feels like they're learning that they are okay as themselves. And more than like themselves, it's like they're learning how to be a pair. Okay, what are the messages? No. Ace of Wands. Yeah, a lot of sexual energy. Whee! Flip-flop. Let's put that there then, shall we? I'm trying to tie that into the Jera and the Marsh Harrier card, which felt like a sense of fertility too, like crops. I feel like Jera talks somewhat about the time to harvest crops. It denotes a good year or something. And we've got the hangman in reverse, or just the hangman at the back. Interesting, they don't want to do more cards than that for tarot. I was expecting to do more of a spread. And mushrooms too, growing. Okay. I'm gonna take a moment to tap into this. Yeah, with the bamboo, it's like they're wanting to go fast. They're wanting to like jump right into partnership, jump right into all that they're desiring. And I feel like they desire a lot. And it's like an impulse or an emotion that takes over their whole body, it feels like, and they find it hard to resist, but they've developed a strong resistance to it. But it hasn't been in like a way where they've developed a healthy relationship with it. It's not like they learnt hangman. I'm actually getting from hangman, it's like they were hung. It's like they were painted as a villain, I feel. And they're learning. What are they learning? I want to know if it's like they're learning that the amount of passion they have is okay, or if they're learning more of like an energy of like if that intensity comes from a space of lack within them. Because this more of like self-loving card could be they're learning more to be alone, and that it's okay to process everything they're going through as opposed to running from it. And with that, it's like that takes off some of that intense just desire. Like understanding that a lot of their impulses come from untapped into emotions. It could be that. I feel weird saying all of this in a reading for you, like, especially if this is someone you haven't met, but I feel like this is someone, I feel like, well, let's get the card. Is this someone you know or have already had connection with? I do feel like it's helping though. It's like bringing clarity. Whew. Yeah, because especially if this is someone you know or will know, if they act in a way where it's like they're really acting tough or they're not showing any passion, is because of the intensity of their passion. That could be really helpful to know. It's like if you feel undesired by them, it's literally because of how much they desire you, that they feel like, it's like they feel like they can't put a finger on you, because if they put a finger, they want to just like melt completely into you. Yeah, it's like their natural instincts, Hakase being a child, and then this is Oboro, who is basically, let's say like a hurt warrior, or wounded, or kind of turned to the dark side, let's say, or painted in an evil light. And this is Shisan, who has just for me become the character who's like benevolent but seen as malevolent, even though I feel like that's not really even his character, but that's who he's become in my mind from the readings. Okay, yeah, it's like the natural impulse, the natural desire was villainized. I feel like this is very, I keep being drawn to childhood with this. It's like, it's not necessarily, and I feel like for this is different for all of you, but them, all of them. They probably had difficult earlier relationships sexually too, but but everyone, I feel, for them, they would have come from their sexuality being a point of trauma within childhood. Yeah. It feels like for a lot of them it could have been very intense also. Okay. Yeah, okay. I feel like that's the first part of the spread. I'm gonna leave that a moment. It feels very like that, Jera, like the timing. It's like I'm wanting to create this scene and not just completely move on to the next, but give it time. Give it time. I want to say the healing. Some of you need to know like they're changing. And I wouldn't usually give that message, I feel. And that's not to say that you should base your decisions based off that, but I just feel like that's bringing in clarity for you. And if that didn't feel like it was resonating or bringing clarity, then that wasn't a message for you. Or maybe for you, but at a later time. Which again is just that message of, they're for you, but at a later time. But also with that message from the start, just for some of you who you're thinking about, it's not them, it's someone else. And you'll know because of how naturally it fits within you. You'll know because the messages don't feel like a burden, they feel like a blessing. Like a weight is lifted, not gained. Yes, yes, yes. And I feel like that's what they're working through, understanding that this passion of theirs can be a blessing and not a burden. Because right now, I feel like they feel it's a burden. Or in the past, because this could also be just clarifying that past section. Okay, yeah, that's what, this is the past section. And then the forward section. Yeah. Forward. Okie dokie. Let's clear this and get some cards for the forward movement. Who they are in the future. Who they are with you. Or maybe with you the second time. Or fourth or sixth. However many you resonate with. Okay, that's clearer. That's nice. What animal? Yeah. I was trying to say what deck do I use? And instead I said what animal. I just wanted to shuffle that, not to use it, just for the cleanness of it. And I tend to do that quite specifically to the message, so it feels relevant for here again, that cleaning. They give me vibes of like, they would have loved dinosaurs as a child. Like dinosaurs, dragons, yeah. So yeah, we'll use a dragon deck, not animals. Okay, so who are they? Or not who are they? Do we want to do a who are they? That kind of seems like what they want to tell you. It's like who I am now or who I am going forwards. The real me. The uninhibited me. Okay. Yes, this one. Air and Fire Dragon expands your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion. So yeah, it could totally be that first time you meet them, whether you have had that or not yet, they'll be held back, but the next time it's like, yeah, that volcano has erupted. And with it not just being the fire dragon, but it being the air dragon, it's very much like it will be unmistakable, because it's not just I mean, yes, a lot of it seems like it will be communicated verbally, or you know, with words. Air rules intellect, expression. It feels like this is hard to get into. What is this? I just heard them say, use the dice. I don't have dice. So some of you who have dice, maybe you want to use the dice to communicate with them. I was kind of getting a bit of an energy of like Dungeons and Dragons too. So they might be very playful with their expression. It's like they won't just want you to feel, or they won't just want you to hear who they are now, or their passion for you. It's like they want to imbue that into all of life with you. It feels like they want like with that air, it's like they want this passion to flow into not just like, it's not water and fire like flowing into certain areas and going from one to the other. It's like, no, they want air. They want the air they breathe to be, what is it, like passion? I want to find another word for passion. I'll use this animal deck, which has more words on it. Yeah, into your partnership. It's like they want the air they breathe to be of love. They want it to be, yeah, look at that. Tiger. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. They want you to know, because it could have been a lack of courage, especially with all this nervousness that didn't allow them to come through with how they really feel. Yeah, there's this energy of like colorful and bold and bridger. It's like they want to bridge the gap this time. And if you've never met them and this isn't something that will happen the first time, it's like this is their past. It's like they've grown a lot. Yeah, they've definitely grown a lot from who they used to be and who they are now. And teamwork will give you the best results. It's like now they're understanding how to communicate, that it's okay to communicate. And I feel like they thrive off it. I feel like it so shows too. You may even find like physically in their bodies, like they look more vibrant, or I heard like they look more like themselves. It's like they seem cleaner. More with vitality. And I think it's interesting because I think their fear is that letting out all this passion, or what their fear was, was like tapping into this passion, and my throat is getting like at this part. So I feel like for a lot of them, they still are working through this. Is fear of expressing how they feel inside. It's like they fear if they tap into it even a little bit, that they'll lose control, and that it's like it will become their entire world. And they won't be able to choose how they move. It will just engulf them. And burn. It feels like they're so afraid of burning you. And I can hear some of you saying, but I wanted that, I want that, I wanted their passion, I wanted their desire. But what I was gonna say was, it's ironic because when they do allow themselves to feed into this part of themselves, feed from this part of themselves, that's when they actually feel calmer. It's like I'm seeing them now walk around like, yes, more of this like orange energy is flowing within them, or their aura feels like you can sense it, but it's no longer that like bubbling rage within them. It's more of a throughout them, more gently. Hey, look, white stag. That was the moving stag. Yeah, it's like we went from, in the past they had the moving stag and moosing stag to, yeah, and it's like this was them before the moosing stag. And that being moose, it's like very awkward, like very large, and like a lot of energy, but it doesn't really know how to wield it well. And then white stag, which is, again, it's bringing in that like clean energy. More intentional. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Yeah, that felt like it. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Like that's for them. Love. Yeah, I was just thinking, there's a lot of like stag or like antlers, deer, moose. They all feel very similar. and dragon behind that. Yes, dragons. I feel like they love dragons. Or maybe they just resonate with that energy. Yeah. Yeah, it's potent and it can be scary. I think that's what it is. It's like they scared themselves in the past. And they would never want to scare you. And I feel like for the few of you who, or those of you who did know them, I feel like there might be a lot of guilt around if they did cause harm to you. And healing surrounding that. But what I was thinking just before looking at the other part of the deck was how it feels like you're just like gently watching them. It's like you're there for them. You hold a lot of love for them. I didn't think of that. You hold a lot of love for them. I thought of more like you just feel like you're, yeah, the observer. Quietly watching. Keeping their secrets sacred. Yeah, it feels like you saw them in a very sacred light, or you will see them in a very sacred light. And then, yeah, cut and saw deer. So this one feels like you. And I feel like this is how they view you too. I feel that they view you very accurately. Be gentle with yourself. And I feel like that's like you are gentle with yourself. And you are a gentle one yourself. You heal with the power of love. Oh. I wonder if a lot of you, this is a confirmation message that when you did meet them, you brought so much healing to them. It's like that essence of love you carry was such a pivotal shift for them, a pivotal time. It was like more like the energy you held was pivotal for them, instigative of a gentler time of their life, a gentler part of their journey, a more understanding of themselves part. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Yeah, you see the light in all things and you saw the light in them. Oh, this is beautiful. I kind of want to read more of deer. Yes, because I'm thinking also of how they're also very protective of themselves. Like when they sense danger, they run. So I feel like maybe this is a connection where they did treat you, or they didn't show the best sides of themselves. And, or how do I word that? Because I feel like you know anyway. They were who they were at the time, and they didn't express how they truly felt about you. But I feel like you kept holding them in love, and that really hit them. Okay, let's read deer. And then I was thinking, like, with the running, it's like then, because of how they were, you might have chosen to leave. But then we got them as stag, which was making me think of split to happiness. That's cute. More about love. It's like, yeah, you brought happiness to them. You brought love to them. And okay, so pile number 1. I was talking for a little bit and then realized that the camera is not on. But luckily, it was on, like, my storage was on, like, 63 point something out of 64, so if I hadn't deleted my previous video, then there would not have been enough storage to continue anyway. And that feels very relevant for your pile, because it feels like that huge energy of release is what allows for the new. And I looked up Jera, and it does talk about cycles, and it also, I know I said at the start, I think just once, like, year, but I feel like that could be more significant for some of you. And it also spoke about reaping what you sow. So that goes back with that message of, like, what you sowed, that love that you provided in the past, it is now in harvest. You'll see the shift. And I also got into their future energy a lot more, and I feel like the part of the reason why it didn't want to come through, like it wasn't videoed, was because there's an energy of you'll see, and with a lot of the cards I pulled off camera, it just kept feeling like, yes, they're definitely gonna show up. Okay, and yeah, so one strong message was they are not gonna be like you saw them before. And that's not to say you didn't see them, but it's like that potential that you did see in them, you're gonna see that in clear daylight. And it might be... No, I don't even want to say that. Okay. They're getting to have a bit of that dark blue mysterious energy now. Lucky them. So, I was also getting a bit of an energy of... I was wondering if this is something for you to release, like you will be releasing them, because of all that energy of like death and cycles also a bit. Or I'm not sure, I want to get some cards for advice for you for when they do come in. The happiness card popped out, but wisdom wants to come. Which makes me think you know. And also maybe you've seen this too. You knew this would happen. It's like cycles. It's like, yeah, you knew, you recognized the seeds you were planting, and that they were seeds, that they weren't just like rocks to put in the ground. And what do seeds do? They grow. Okay. Or maybe it's more like you recognize the power of love. It all... Maybe I don't say this. I think I do. It almost feels like they are your creation. Oh! There also could be an energy of... With that, like, I kept saying that energy of like the in-between, they could resonate with being soul walk-ins, soul step-ins. And there's also a reading I did recently, I think yesterday's reading, like the one before this, there was an energy of that too, so that could be of significance for you too. Maybe if you wanted to watch that from their perspective instead of yours, that could correlate. Actually, I think that reading, yeah, because this is on them for you, but that reading was on, it was as if it was speaking to the soul step in. So yeah, you could watch, I think it was pile 4 of the last video, if you want to hear like their perspective. Okay, what advice cards do we do? I kind of want to do some Aina. So this is my character cards from my creation. Creative energy. Most of them don't have images yet though, so it's kind of just more for me. Yeah, that it doesn't have an image yet also goes with the energy of, well, it's a little bit like no image to image. Yeah, there's a strong energy of like, you'll see them this time. I feel like you may be shocked at how much of them they do show you. I keep getting an energy of like, don't say more though, don't say more than that. Okay, any advice for pile number 1 surrounding them? Because I keep being drawn to also the fact that it's like the pile 1 and pile 4 were switched, and it makes me feel like probably you would, who you were thinking about would be pile 4, but then this pile 1 is coming out of nowhere. That kind of jazzy jizzle. Sarah, this literally was one. Was it? I know this card came out in yesterday's reading. I don't remember which pile. Okay, so Sarah is a... I'm trying to relate this. I was trying to think. I was asking basically will this be something to let go of or to continue forward? Sarah is in a partnership. She is She is, full stop. Any more? Like, why am I not? She's a mother, but she likes traveling a lot. She's not too involved with her child. Bogle Froggle is a child. Very solo too. So like Sarah's giving me independent vibes, so is Bogle Froggle. Clover is a child, a very wise child. Galmono was also giving me very independent vibes. Okay. In a partnership, yeah. Why is this card though? I'm gonna get tarot. I don't understand. Those are giving me independent vibes of like, this may be like a heads up from spirit that they're coming in and you will see a huge shift, and it's like a celebration. And it feels a bit like, yeah, Minini is a reporter. Like, I went to say investigator then, like a journalist. So it's almost like you're getting to see those harvests from the seeds that you sowed. It's like, I feel like this might be to show you the power of your love, to show you your power, to show you the effect you had. And maybe to show you that your intuition was on point. And a fly just buzzed by my ear really strongly then, and like kind of touched my ear. So maybe also like to do with what you've heard, or like what you heard, like through your like intuitive ear. You heard it correctly, and now you're getting proof of that. It's like if you did know that they had all this passion within, but they didn't present it. Now it's being presented and you're like, yes, I was right. But it doesn't feel like a pop. They pop out. Another very independent one. Okay, that was the thing, just to get me. But she is also very about bones and death and the color red. Yeah, the color red. The way I said that, it's like bones, leaving this in the past, and moving on to the red. Or, you know, whatever, if you didn't feel drawn to another pile, maybe that's just not for this reading. Maybe there's another reading for you for your true future one. I'm getting a healing vibe too. It's like where you went, you're coming back. There's like, I'm being drawn to like the travel, how she travels with her partner away but returns to her son. Something about that? I can't quite get the message there. It's like all these other cards are telling me like solo, and yet she's in a partnership. So maybe that's literally just saying like all these others are like representing them, like they will be solo and you will be in a partnership, because I keep referring to another one. Yes? Question mark? Is that it? King of Pentacles. It's giving more of that harvest energy. What has done has been done. And it's also just like, you know, it's an energy of you know who you are and you're not moving, or you're not compromising. I do want to know, like, is this a message coming through that this is going to happen, that they will reach out, or is it just saying more of like a confirmation to you internally of, yes, all that you felt was correct and this is why, or this is more of what was going on behind the scenes, kind of energy kind of thing. So like, will this be something you get to physically see, or is this more of a reading just to kind of intuitively confirm that? I want like a intuitive card or a logical. Okay. Sit. I love Sit. He has orange hair. I feel like I don't have many characters who have orange hair, but he has orange hair. Which is making me feel like you will see the physicality. You will see the orange. But also he's very intuitive. Is he though? Yes. But also logical. On the back, Gromit. That's a far more intuitive one. It's all about sleep. Gromit just sleeps all the time. Obsessed with beds and different kinds of beds. Wait, sit, like sitting down, and beds, like laying down? Putting it to rest? Sit? What's sit about? Like you'll sit down with them? I'm being drawn to how he has circle glasses, but they're very, very clear glasses, and they're reminding me of this color actually. This sit is literally just the colorings of this card. So a duplicate. That makes me think that you will see. But Tilly, a birdie. A little birdie. And that's a bit like the fly in my ear. Like, you'll get confirmation. Is that it? 10 of Cups. Kind of in reverse. I say kind of because sometimes I take reversal, sometimes I don't. Yeah, exactly. That's the energy. It's like the 10 of Cups will be offered to you, and then it's up to you, because it's like sometimes I take reversals and a fly just flew on my face, landed on my cheek briefly and then flew away. Sometimes I take reversals, and as in from the past, or like flipped things. It's like they've done a 180 or 360. It's like sometimes you'll take it and sometimes you'll not. So it feels like, oh, that could also be for some of you. It's like maybe it's different for all of you. Asago is literally the child of Sarah, that card from before. So I think either all of you will see the practicality of this, they will come forward. That's what it feels like will happen. But then you'll choose what to do going forwards, and that will be different for all of you. But there's also an energy of, yeah, I just saw these stars. It's like it's written in the stars. Like it's already been planned. Is that it? Because I can't see what the other option I was going to say was. And sit is making me think of like grounding it also. It's like it's not a walking, and the laying is also, it's like it's, or the laying was making me think, okay, sit is making me think you'll sit down and have a conversation together, and laying the beds is making me think of, and you'll put it to rest. Some of you, or I guess some of you could be like, you'll take physical, passionate action around it, with them. But now I'm also seeing these like blowing the wishes into the wind, like letting go. Knight of Swords. It's like very strong communication. I just asked myself, what do you want to say? Because I was like, I'm not feeling like I'm delivering a clean message here. And then I asked myself, what do you want to say? And then I forgot what I was going to say about saying that. Ah, yes, I said I wanted to tell you it's okay. And it feels like maybe you are nervous about this, or you get in your head about this. You feel attached to it, like you can't move forwards without addressing this. I want to say it's already all in place. Just as you have maneuvered so far through life, you will continue to do so. And yeah, I want to bring that. Let's get a guidance message, but there's an energy of it's okay. You can trust yourself and you can enjoy yourself. You can breathe. You can breathe easy because you know yourself. And I feel like there's an essence of it's so much clearer than you think. Or like it will be very clear to you. You'll know. Your gut is strong. Yeah. I felt that. Menini, the journalist. Yeah, okay. So the guidance is to observe, to view it from, or view how this situation, it's like not taking too much of a grip on this situation, just allowing it to pass through. It's like right now, not getting too attached to either side. It's like be that journalist, be that observer. Yeah. And that's how you'll find your filled in card. Easy Kiki is a sweet shop owner. You'll get your candy. I'm seeing this as a brain now, which is making me think of like you'll get your brain juice. Hey, and you got another color. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is the first time. This is so special. Okay, pile 1. So this is like my favorite deck in the entire world because it's my personal creation. And it's like, it's a whole universe world that I've created called Aina. And I didn't know it was going to be a deck. I've been like writing it for years. But I started making it into a deck with the characters. And Araimichi is the main character. I didn't think that would make me so happy to show. Yeah, that just feels like you'll find your main character. Oh, I'm kind of getting like a little bit of maybe you'll get completion. You'll get like completion with this energy, with this orange. Yes, full stop. Like they're the candies, like they're tasty, but they're not a main character at all. And then you'll find your main character. Oh my goodness. This is Aramichi's card. Okay. Ooh, what's on the back? And even the back is coloured? Zedra. Zedra is not a very main character. Well, he could become one, actually. I don't fully know. He's a snake. A very cool black snake. Okay, pile number 1. I almost called you 4 then. Maybe I'll see you at pile 4 or another pile. Or another reading, or another life, or another universe. Yeah, that's been your reading. Bye-bye. My beautiful deck. Okie dokie pokey. Let's put this away for now. I'm totally still smiling at that. You got the main character the first time. And it's again a reiteration of like the main character for you has not been seen before. It's like the first time. I feel like Easy Kiki actually has been seen in a reading I did like ages ago. Which, you know, relevant. But I wasn't like fully ever introducing her. Like I don't think I ever said who she was. I think I just showed the card. Which is, you know, again, relevant. Whew, fun. no secret piles for today's reading, for those of you who are familiar with any of my secret piles. Okay. Bye-bye, pile number 1. Hello, pile number 2. Actually, should I rip this? Yeah. Yeah! Away with you! Okay, welcome in pile number 2. So I believe your rune is actually Awaz. So up front, oh, there's a fly that's dead in, oh, he's not dead, okay. There's something that could be of thinking something is one thing, because we had that with, I thought that your rune was Solwilo, but it's actually Awaz. And then I thought this fly was dead, but it's actually alive. So that could be pertaining, well, it is pertaining to your reading, but maybe we'll see what it means. Maybe you already know what it means. So your letter is the most peculiar, I will say. Short, and I would call it sweet, but that's interpretable. Okay. What are you doing? Let's clean up first so we can continue from a clean slate. You already know our connection. I'm not sure why we're talking this way. Feels a little public, don't you think? From me. Full stop. So, I will note that they wanted to draw a lot. They felt very artistic and like they would continue to draw. It felt like they could have expressed themselves very artistically, and that they'd want to do that for you, except it feels like you already know them, and that maybe you hurt them because they had like all their defenses up, like very protective over themselves. I've made notes on the letters, like if you can call this a letter even. I will say I was not expecting something like this, but it was very cool to come through. So yeah, my notes they're literally longer than the actual letter for you. And yet they still made an effort they still wanted to draw on yours. And that isn't a common, or like the first pile they did a little at the end. But it felt so prevalent for you. And look, it felt like they really love like opening their heart, because it felt like that was wanting to come through a lot, and yet it's like they were very clenched towards you. So if you don't know them, which I think for most of you do, then they have been hurt in the past, and that is why they're so closed off to you, because of past experiences. So either past experiences with other people or with you. So let's try and get through my notes a bit. Felt like ordinarily they'd have doodled art a lot, but closed off, yes. They wanted me to clean my mess, / finish my tasks. So I had, when I was channeling the letters, I had my laptop open with like 5 tabs open of different things to write. Like I had different ideas for my story creation thing. But that was like on the side, and I had a bit of mess in my room too, and they wanted me to clean it up. It's like, that has nothing to do with your reading, but or their letter, but they wanted me to clean it up so that they feel very they like it. a tidy brain also. It's like not just a tidy space, but like organized everything. They like to have things in place that they can be methodological. They care. It's like they care about doing things right, and they care about like the feeling of being cared for through action. It's like, if you care about me, show me. It's like they definitely want proof of like well-intentionedness. It's like they felt so soft. Like we get a bit into that vulnerability of theirs, but it's like they know that, they recognize how soft they are, and so they have protection. Okay. So yeah, oh yeah, I had also been procrastinating brushing my teeth, and they made me go do that first. So I didn't actually tidy up. They wanted me to, but I didn't. But I did go do my teeth. Like I had been procrastinating for pile 1 too. Like when I was doing pile 1's reading, I hadn't done my teeth also, and that was like at almost the same time as pile 2. And yet for your person, they were the one to point it out. Pile 1 didn't even notice or note it. Okay. So yeah, some people can view them as quite cold or harsh. It feels like they had to grow up very fast, and they're very independent from that. They felt quite alone. But I just heard it. But they do it well. A song that was coming on during this that felt like it could be significant and also went with that like coldness that I was feeling is called "Growing Colder" by Shai. They're very protective of themselves. Yeah, heart hurting. Yeah, it felt like my heart was so like stung during this. It was like a combination of like love but also of pain, which made me put in brackets, did you hurt them? And if it wasn't you that hurt them, know that they have been hurt, and that is why this closed offness is coming through. I kept rereading this over and over, and that's within their energy. Even though it's so small, it's like I hardly wrote anything. They hardly wrote anything, and yet they kept reading it over. They really care about doing things correctly, or they care about what they put forwards, or how they it's not even like how they present themselves. It's like with that growing colder, it's like they don't really, they've got to a space where, or like from their childhood, it's like they've had to grow cold enough that they don't care how people view them. It's like people don't often view them nicely is what it feels like. And they've grown used to that. But so it's like not necessarily caring about how people perceive them, but it's like how they perceive themselves. It's like they really want to value the words they say. So it's like if they speak to you, they're saying what they want to express very thought outly, like intentionally. They really place value in both like their words but also their actions. It's like everything about what they live through is as like close to themselves as they can be. They definitely hold themselves to high standards and want to say the most aligned / accurate things. Yeah, it's like they would have tweaked a single word to make that be like slightly more on point to what they're trying to convey. Yeah. Another song that came through for you was "Next to Me" by Imagine Dragons. With this one, I would recommend listening to that one more if you're considering between songs. Because it felt like they weren't sure if they, or I wasn't sure if they fully wanted me to show this song, because when I was listening to it for them, it felt very emotional. It felt like it showed their vulnerabilities. Yeah, they didn't really want me to show it or tell you about it, but they did let me. It's like I could have definitely been told by them if they wanted, they would have put in their boundaries and said, no, don't share that. But they did let me. Yeah, the song made me feel very emotional and vulnerable in their energy. I feel like there's more to say on that. We might get cards on that now. Closing the paper at the end, like once I had written this. But I laugh at that, but I don't want to laugh at it because it felt so true to what they wanted to convey again. It's like, haha, yeah, they didn't write much, but actually that it was still so true to them. And it feels like I want to give more compassion for why, because it felt like I heard like they deserved this, or they like let me have this, like this is like I like they're not acting distant for no reason. Yeah. So yeah, when I was trying to close it at the end like this, what did I say about that? It felt hard and painful. Like it was difficult for me to actually put an end to it, to close it, which felt symbolic of maybe how they feel surrounding your connection, or how they felt in the past around like endings. It's like they find endings really difficult. If this is someone you did know, they found and no longer do, they found that distance, or like I don't want to say like the distance itself, it's like they found it hard to say no, or to leave, or for you to be gone, to say goodbye. It feels more like this is something that you would have done something to make them feel like it was most in alignment for everyone for them to leave. So yeah, it felt difficult for them to close the paper. Another song for you, a lot of songs, like there's a lot about expression for them and art. They're very emotional, it feels, and yet maybe other people don't really recognize that, because they got a lot of like that they have firm boundaries. They've learned that. It's like they've learned that they can't rely on anyone but themselves, and yet they really do need themselves to rely on. It's like they need someone to rely on, and they have developed that with themselves, or with a higher connection. So yeah, music feels important to them, and also other forms of expression or feeling. And they are the color purple, which makes me think of the crown chakra and connectivity to a greater whole, to love to flow through them in intangible ways, not being so clinging. It's like they recognize that love can come to them through not one thing. It's like I say that, but it's like still they do cling, it feels like. And I'm being really drawn to my brownness. It's like they really do value the earthly qualities of where they're at in life, or the realm they're in. They value having something to cling to, and yet it feels like their essence is of unclingingness, of flow, of it feels like they've had to go where they've had to go. It feels like, yeah, like they do a lot of what they do out of like a sense of justice, maybe, or like their morals, as opposed to like, this is what I want to be doing. It's like they wish that they could have stayed, but they felt like they had to leave. Yeah, had to is really sticking out. Like they feel like in life they've had to do a lot of things. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, another song for them was I Don't Really Care by Rachel Platten. And it was done messily, which they disliked and redid. Okay, what is that on about? Something was done messily, which they disliked and redid. What? Oh, right, the closing of the paper. The closing of the paper felt hard and painful, and it wasn't done well. It was done messily, which they disliked, and then I tried to redo it. It wasn't the cleanest redo, but it was good enough. Yeah. Okay, so those are the notes, the channeled parts. I'm just laughing, like the literal my personal notes is more than theirs, and you literally got like, I'm not even gonna give you a message at the start. Okay. I want to like comfort both like you and them. Ah, my lovelies. I wonder if they say that. My lovelies. I just imagined a teacher with a class of little students saying my lovelies. See, they feel like that energy. I'm just imagining like a teacher who is both strict but also for the love of the children's upbringing, like the love of the for the love of God, because they care about the future of the children. It's just like going back to that sense of justice, like they do what they do because they do care, not because they don't care. What am I getting this on? Let's just open it up to what messages want to come through from them. I heard it. Nope. Perseverance. Okay. Ram, perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Okay, so that feels like twofold. It feels like both what they have and both what they're asking of you. Bonk. Yes, maybe that's more about asking of you. For those of you who this is a new connection, actually, and old connection, all of you, their message to you is like that they are available and that they are soft and that they do love and they do desire love, and it's something that, like, I heard that has to be earned. Like they, in order for them to feel safe because of how much they've been hurt and felt like they had to rely on just themselves, they don't trust people, basically. And so the message that they would want to share with you is like, please show me that it is safe to trust me. Like, it's like they would be someone who wants the practicality of it. It's like promises mean nothing if they're empty. So they want to see proof. Like, never give up and good luck will follow. Shall we read that? Lion, higher calling. Okay, my mind won't let me read that, so I'm gonna keep that up though. Up, up, up and away, higher. Okay, let's read Ram. This was a bookmark I had held open for pile 1 and yet did not use. And the fact that I'm saying that now for you, it's like held open but did not use. Maybe that's how they felt, like they were open and that an opportunity wasn't taken with them, or like they were open and then used, and then that's why they closed off. They were held open but wasn't used. It's like they didn't feel appreciated and they want to be shown more. I heard adoration. They want to be shown that it is safe for them to come out of their shells and to be their squishy selves. Okay, Ram. Oh, that's nice. Clean, open. Ah, yes. So the Awaz ruse is... Ruse? Ruse could be significant. The Awaz rune is a representation of the yew tree, the Yggdrasil. And that's like a whole journey in and of itself, but it's like a painful journey. I feel like this is also representing, like, they want you to know the journey they've been on. They want you to know that, like, they had to climb a mountaintop. They had to persevere. And they gained many gifts from that. And also, they want you to know that, like, they haven't given up. Or it's like... I'm being drawn to the word harsh. It's like they want you to know the truth of their harshness. It's like they have grown harsh because of the climate that they were brought up in. It's like, yes, they can seem one way, but it's like they needed that. Maybe some of you need to know it's not to do with you. It's like with that Leo, it's higher calling. It's like they go where they're led. They go where they know. And make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Is like they never make choices just purely out of like idealization, or like it's not egotistic in a way that they disregard others' feelings. It's like they work out of alignment for everyone. They feel like they have so much love, and that it's giving me a very like divinely led feeling. And I'm being drawn to the courage. It's like I heard they acknowledge your courage. And they plead your courage. Like they hope for that too. It's like they recognize that they have been courageous themselves. And they see that in you too. I heard they admire that in you too. I heard please. It's like they feel like they really want a sense of stability that allows them to open up, allows them to feel soft. And I'm seeing it like let go of these, let their horns drop, because ram's horns don't shed. They're always there, I believe. But I'm seeing them dropping. It's like this protection, this self-protection that they felt like they needed to cling on to, that they thought maybe that they thought for all their life that they would need to hold on to. They're wanting you to know that they don't actually want that. Yeah. Okay. Perseverance, trust yourself, they also want you to trust yourself, I feel like. Because I feel like they want you to really see them. Like, I'm seeing this one looking off into the distance. It's like, don't lose hope, don't give up now. Like, please come get me. Find me, persevere for me, like fight for me kind of energy. It's like they give off an energy of like, I won't force you, and I won't try and win you over, because I want someone who truly wants me and who will go the effort to get me. It's like they really feel like they want to be proven. I keep getting an energy of like, please, and I'm seeing it like, please, let's clean slate. Please. Aww. Trust yourself. It's also like, the part of it is like around them, but I feel like a lot of it is also they don't want the focus to be on them. They want it to be like you. Like they feel supportive of you on your own journey too. Like they want you to trust yourself. Like, what do you know to be true? I heard like, take the leap. So perseverance, trust yourself, breakthroughs, strength, agility, abundance, success, mental activity, creativity, fertility, virility. The majestic bighorn sheep, or ram, is a master of agility and bravery. They navigate rugged terrain at incredible speeds and land with confidence on the narrowest ledge. Yeah, okay. One message I'm getting now is people may take their words so seriously that no one ever stands up to them. Like they may say something and they actually aren't like set in their ways about it, but because of like the sense of authority that they carry, no one ever tries to, like, I can't get like exactly what the context of this would be, but it's like they want you to contest with them. It's like they want you to, like, I'm seeing them like ram their head against them. It's like they recognize that they have a tough shell and they want you to ram into that shell and break it. It's like, show me how much you want to see me. Show me that you want me. That's the kind of energy. An example that's coming to me now is for myself of when I've let go of people in the past. Some of them, I'm not wording it. Maybe this isn't it, but I'm seeing a bird deck now, so maybe it doesn't want to be my exact experience, but it wants to be something around that. Maybe it's just been brought to that letting go again. This could totally be someone that that told you they didn't want a connection with you for particular reasons, and then you took that, you respected that, but they wanted you to like combat those reasons or prove that those reasons were invalid, or what is this message? I keep being drawn to from me, full stop. This is totally someone you know, right? No, it could totally not be someone you know. I can see it going both ways. Yeah, I felt like a comfort. I'm also getting an example of someone who says they don't need help, but they do. So this could even be like now higher. I'm seeing their higher self coming through to say, like, actually they do find life more difficult than they let on, and they do want help, but they don't know how to ask for it, maybe. Okay, so this is giving me major like black and white. This is making me think, that's interesting. It's like the past is looking to the future, the darkness is looking forwards, and the white, the future, is looking back. I just heard some of you got the message from that. What? I didn't get the message from that. Kestrel and Grey Heron. Ooh, this one's a curious one. This is looking more, again, like, this feels like a confirmation for these two. Like death and life. These two also both feel like the ocean. Or like new life and old life. Cycling life and no life. But they're looking back, see, yeah. It's like when they say no to something, they still want it. Yeah, they say no to things that they do want, and they say yes to, what was this one? I saw it and then I didn't. It's like maybe the future they have flown into, they don't want to be in. They want to be in the past. Because both of these are newness, new life, but they're looking back. It also, so that could be like a clear message of, if you are from their past, they are still looking back to you and wanting you. But this also is like, it could be a message of they still find it hard to let go of their past, like if you are someone new for them, which this is supposed, I intended all these letters to be new people, but hey ho. Then they, something about newness. It's like I keep losing it with the future. It's like when I'm in the future, I just want to be in the past. I'm gonna leave that message at that. Yeah, and that card there was like a combo of black and white. Okay. Is that all the messages that want to come out? No, there's more. Okay. Let's see. No, not that. Yes, animal deck. And then we'll do another of my decks that are poking out to me. Do we finish reading this? Is there anything here? Competitive lover, be on guard for aggressive tendencies in your love life. Jealousy should be avoided. They never drop. Yeah, I'm reading them in all places. And I'm being drawn to the like drawings that I've done around this, which I'm hearing the word sporadic for. They don't know how to get what they want, I think. Or they do know, but they want you to be the one to... It's like they feel like from their sense of like justice or morals, they can't make moves maybe. So it's like they want you to know that you can try more. Okay, I'm gonna leave that at that. I would say their primary message is don't look at the what, look at the beneath the surface. Like, how do you feel? What is your gut telling you? What do your instincts stinks? What do your instincts say? Clean slate. What are you doing? Let's clean up first so we can continue from a clean slate. You already know our connection. I'm not sure why we're talking this way. Feels a little public, don't you think? From me. Yeah, they feel so private. I could have completely been misinterpreting this whole thing. I don't think I am, but I could have been. And it could be such a simple message of literally like, I don't want to talk through a pick a card reading. So come at me in person. Yes, I do think that could be for some of you. Okay, what message do you want to... Hey, it's purple too. What messages would you like to... And these are both kind of orangey, and this is orangey. Give to pile twos. Parrot. They want to talk and also listen intently. To understand makes me think like listen like intently. Like they listen intently, but they're asking you to listen to what they're truly saying. Yeah, a fly just landed on me for that. And like it's also maybe viewing their body language in that they maybe what they're saying might not be what they're feeling. But it's still, I feel like it's still in alignment, like they wouldn't go back on it. It's like they say what they say because of, like they have reason to. It's not for no reason. But also, I'm hearing that please again. So parrot also makes me think like it was a confirmation for what I had just said before. But also, like, speaking, they feel like you mirror each other also. Like, they feel what you feel. But more than that, I don't feel that too strongly here. I feel more an energy of they want to talk. They want to yap off to you. They have yeah, because I felt that. I felt like they could have so much to say to you if certain requirements are met. If you can get past the exterior into the interior, then rainbows can happen. The rainbows of life, the rainbows of speech, free speech. Yeah, it's like they don't feel like they're free to speak yet. They don't feel an openness yet. But they want that. I heard more of like they want to see how you act, to see if they'll say if they want that or not. Donkey, yeah. It feels very dependent on you. Keep your heart open no matter what. No, that feels like them. But also what that... Maybe it is more of a mirror than I'm giving credit for, because I keep feeling that with the messages, it's like they want you to know that about them, but they are also wanting that for you, or recognition of that with you. Like what I said with the lion card is like they respect you too. It's like they respect themselves and they respect you too. Yeah, donkey is just literally another energy of perseverance. Keep going. Even right now, I'm getting more messages to say, but there's like a halt on it. It's like they have a lot of love to share, but they don't feel ready for that. Or it's like I don't want to make it sound like they should be ready, because it's not from that energy. It's like a literal it wouldn't be right for them, for their heart to be open in the state, in the current situation. But they do have that heart. It's just been through struggle. Okay, I think I'll leave your reading there. Pile number 2. Oh no, there's one more message. And I did say I was going to use this deck. So these are character cards from a creation of mine, and a lot of them don't have images on them. So they'll primarily be for me to just know the character that's coming out. But who knows, maybe there'll be a popped out one of color. Nope. Fuashi, okay. Where should we put you, Fuashi? We'll put you there. Okay, Fuashi is incredibly empathic. She feels everything. She looks like a slime. She's turquoise in color. Okay, yeah. Oh my goodness, this fits so well. So Fuashi is so empathic that she hold herself up in her room and never leaves, or like she has a very solitudinal life because she feels so much. It's like she's distanced herself from all of her family, and she doesn't have any friends until later on in the storyline, because she feels everyone's impressions of her. And I'm trying to think. Okay, that's not important. Yeah, essentially because of how impressionable she is, like how much her feelings are based off other people and other people's views of and thoughts of her. Oh yeah, she's telepathic too. Maybe that's more of it than empathic. Telepathic. And that goes with the parrot too, so much. Like she hears all the thoughts. Yeah, because of that, because of the way she is in that way, she protects herself. She doesn't have close friends until she finds someone who doesn't think in the way that other people would think of her. And I feel like people did really misunderstand her when she did leave those connections. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Cool. They're telling me to like sit with this energy a bit, but there won't be more messages, so I'll sit here. Oh, maybe that was a message actually. Because Sit is the other character that she meets that does see her in a grand light, but he has pure thoughts surrounding her. and take pure as in, I guess you can take that however you want to take it, loving thoughts. And even though she's a bit closed off to him at the start, she does find herself opening up to him. They said, okay, yeah, now you can leave it. Cool. Cool. Yeah, it's basically just an energy of like, don't stop at the first hurdle. Yes. Cool. Pile number 2. I'm curious to see how this reading has been received. Full stop. Okay, bye. Do I put this back? I think I don't put it back. I think I just leave it out for next time. And there's a little message in that if you so choose to interpret it. I shall put these back though. Only half of them. Dinky dinky dink. Doopa 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 dinky dee. Welcome in, pile 3. So first off for you, I want to correct myself. I believe in the intro I said this was manas, but it's ewas. So it's both of those are actually surrounding like collectives, but instead of being the collective more like of humans, this is more of a dual collective, if you will. This is about like horse and rider kind of partnership. So right off the bat, your person feels like they love, like they love one-on-one unity? What do you call that? Other than partnership. I want to note also, before we get into their letter, that with the bird they got at the start, part of them is cut off, which makes me think it's very hard to understand all of them in like one bite-sized portion. It's like you can't get a full picture of them any way you try and take the picture. It's like you'd have to have multiple pictures in order to understand all of them. Yes. They didn't give off a vibe of like they feel misunderstood though. They just do give off a vibe of they have so much to them, so many parts to them that maybe contradict each other, or just need like a lot to see. Like you'd need several conversations to understand all parts of them, or several interactions. So these are my notes on the side. Doesn't really matter if you can read them or not, but I'll go through them at some point and we'll get cards after too. So the actual letter they have written for you. My dearest bubbly wobbly. But actually it says blubbly wobbly. And that's the first note that I've written, is the very first words they said came out wrong. Like what I was trying to write from what I had heard from them was not what I wrote with my moving hand of them too. So, but they didn't really care. It's like they just kind of made it into something else. So they feel very creative, and also like they don't hold on to things too tightly. Like they'll just go with the flow, and they don't seem to get embarrassed. Like me as the human saying my dearest bubbly wobbly made me like, oh, that's gonna be hard to say on camera. But they did not give off that vibe at all. They were like, oh, that's fine. So, my dearest bubbly wobbly. Wah, don't make me write. Let me play with you already. Quee, hee hee. I'll stop now. Or will I? I've only just begun, ... And then they did lots of drawing. This colour is more visible than I thought. They were on about the colour pink, but I think that might also be on about like themselves. They felt like they were expecting themselves to be more overlooked. And I feel like with this being a letter to you, I think they thought that you wouldn't see as much of them as you did, or as you will. Yes, they feel like you see them. Their colour is more visible than they thought they would be. I wonder if that's how you'll see me. Oops, I probably should have said that. This colour is more visible than I thought. I wonder if that's how you'll see me. What if we could ride to each other on the clouds already? That would be cool. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? You better ride to me on a cloud if the opportunity ever presents itself. How about we come through a trail, a spickle of pick-a-cards with very specific trails to each other. Oh, I'll explain that in a sec. Oh, we could try and play chess or something, like horse/knight too. Oh wow, this is the horse and rider rune. I got that after I wrote the letter. Like horse/knight to right of something else. I don't know. I feel like that could work itself out. Don't you? Don't you? I can't hear you. And then they do this like waiting to see you reply. So like they want the reply now. Like, don't you want to do that with them? And then they put, "Ehe, I love your voice. It feels like a rainbow in my heart. Haha, my mind went to say a rainbow in my spleen. I wonder what that means. ... Don't you? Bah, how long until we can be together already? I want to poke you. Then maybe run so you don't know who poked you. Fun. I could do this to you in spirit now. If you feel someone invisible touching your body, you'll know who to call. I've got things to do now. See ya. Totally unrelated, in brackets, totally unrelated to my twitching Jupiter finger." And then they put crazy smiley face and "I love you. Hee hee." Oh, they kept saying like loads of different ways of saying bye. And it felt like they would just keep going and they could keep writing forever. But yeah, at the very end, it's like they're not actually saying bye. It's like they're saying that they've got things to do, but that's just to do with poking you, going to poke you in spirit. Yes, okay. So, first of all, we'll address that. The pick a card part. I want to note first though, I'm feeling so shaky. Like they don't give off a very nervous vibe, I think, but I think they do get really nervous. Because I'm almost like jittery shakiness. Yeah. Something else to say about that? They feel like they don't like focus in on it, they just roll with it. It's like they know that about themselves and they're like, okay, I'm not gonna let that stop me. Okay. Because it feels like it's surrounding like how forward they are or like how expressive they are. Like they get nervous about that. Or maybe just you're nervous about connection itself. But they don't, their nervousness doesn't make them not want that. They still feel very much like they love connection. So let me read this part again. After the wondering if it was possible to ride clouds to one another. How about we come through a trail, a trickle, a spickle of pick a cards with very specific trails to each other. So, and then the chess example. They basically just wanted to make like a game of connecting with you now before you've met. So it's like, yeah, for the others, it felt like they had already met their people, but for you, it felt like you don't know them, or if you know of them, not very well. It's like you probably wouldn't know that they're your future partner, or who their souls really are, or who your souls really are to one another. It's possible, but more of the vibe I was getting was they're just like imagining you in the future. So they wanted to make like some sort of more like mental connection, like that you're both consciously trying to come through and pick a cards with like deliberate messages, but like not messages of like, oh, this is what you need to hear, or like comfort. It's more like, let's play a game through pick a cards. I hope that makes sense. It's like with the knight or horse example, it's like they wanted to be able to use like random cues, random pieces of information they gain through pick a cards, but it feels like they would do that, like they said, with like poking you in spirit. They would do that in any way, that they would just wanted to connect with you, but they wanted it to be like a conscious connection, or like with a purpose, but a silly purpose. And it felt very much like they want to make the most of the distance. It's like, haha, we're separated, so let's make the most of it and play through sending signs to each other. They feel, where was it? They might, I reckon they're very empathic, because I feel like part of the anxiety is actually not their own, but what they're picking up from their surroundings. Yeah. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, they feel like they're very aware of messages, because they said, like, I wonder what that means. Like, they're always thinking about how to interpret the signs that they're seeing, etc. So, let's get into a bit of the notes. So, yeah, the first thing I said was the first words they wrote came out wrong. And then I tried to add more to that, but then I ended up scribbling it out. So it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't need to over-explain myself. And that's kind of the energy they have. They're more picky than they seem. They come off as very like, I'll go with anything, like very light-hearted and like here, there, and everywhere kind of feeling. But the very first song that came on as I was writing, as I like just began getting into your person's energy, they wanted me to skip that song already. So I skipped the first song. There could also be more significance, like you meet a first time and they say no to you, like they skip the first time. Something along the lines of that too. They feel very sensitive, which goes with what I was thinking about them possibly being very empathic or attuned to their environment, which also goes with they see messages and things, because it's like being able to notice messages kind of requires you to be attuned to possible messages. But I had written this for the heat, so they're sensitive to heat, because I found myself getting like very uncomfortable with how hot I was feeling. But it also felt like with this sensitivity, it's not just like a one-layered thing. It's like they get very easily distracted. So it's like that sensitivity to like any sort of tiny stimulation that takes them elsewhere. They're not like very grounded. It's like they wouldn't focus on one thing for hours. It feels like they would be leading a trail of all their different activities or where their mind is going. Which goes on to the next point of their minds are very fast. They were 100% the fastest mind in all these piles. They were getting bored. They were getting bored as I was writing the sentences. Minds wandering off already, becoming the observer of themselves. So as I was writing, it's like my hand was taking too long, and their minds were already like becoming detached from the sentence that they were writing. It's like they're not like focused in on what they're doing. It's like they've already, once they've got the thing to write, they just write it. But it's like their body is writing and they're already in their minds going off to another thing they want to say, or like another idea, like the cloud thing, like a random anything. And with becoming the observer of themselves, that's what it felt like. It felt like they weren't just writing the sentence, they were like outside of themselves, viewing themselves write the sentence. So they're very aware of themselves and like just of anything really. It feels like they're hyper attuned to like an objective view. They're never really sucked into their own personal perspective. It's always like here, there, and everywhere, which is what feels like gives them such a creative mind. It's like they can jump into the mind of a cloud. Which also then goes on to that empathy message. I'm feeling weird, like, expressing this. I feel like I'm not really in a reading, which I think is tied to their energy, but I'm just gonna check the video to see if it is actually recording. Yeah, it is. I'm so on edge. I'm like, is this gonna happen? Okay. That's probably what they're feeling for you. Like, they're very nervous. Oh, they're not. I don't want to say they're very nervous. It doesn't give off like a normal kind of nerves vibe. It's almost like they sense you coming, and that's making them like it's like an excitement too. I feel like they would be one to. I was gonna say scream, like go ha ha ha, and they did do that, didn't they? They went gwee and wah, and bah. But then I went to question that. They question a lot. They really think a lot. Yeah. I'm being drawn to the don't you. I can't hear you. Yeah, maybe that's more like on point for the message they have for you than just silliness. They do feel like that they could use a lot of silliness, or it's like because of the way they express themselves, what they say may not be taken as seriously as they. It's not like they don't intend that though. It's like they just do feel like they know what they're doing. It's like they do recognize the symbolism in the things they're saying, even if they also want it to be lighthearted. Okay, the next note is one of the songs that felt like it stood out for me that I wanted to mention was Dawson's Geek by Busted. I would recommend listening to those lyrics, but it felt very relevant to what I was just thinking before I made note of the song, which was that they seem much smarter than they appear. They may be wary to not come off as being higher or like cleverer, but they kept correcting me when I was like writing that. They kept correcting me to say, nah, that's just them having fun. Like, it's just more fun to play. So my impression was like, oh, maybe they're so lighthearted and playful and like coming off as a child because they don't want to like intimidate others, or they don't want other people to think that they're like in over their heads. Not in over their heads, what's the better word? They don't want to come off like they think they're the smartest in the room kind of thing. But then they kept correcting me saying like, no, I'm not playful because of that. I'm playful because that's just more fun. They do feel like they're in a bit of their own world, like they just do their own thing. I think they've been told they're too emotional, or too loving, too kind, or too childish, or too clever, or too unrealistic, or too happy, or too passionate, or too fill in the blank. I can't remember what made me write that, so I can't give more context on that yet. But yeah, they feel like too much. Full stop? Question mark? It feels like other people have felt them to be too much. Maybe that would have been a pain point for them in the past. Like they'd be wary as to not be too much. But it doesn't feel like that was really coming through in their energy at this point in time for them. Once they've written something, they don't really care about it anymore and they move on. Yeah. That was coming through with a part of it. I can't remember where it was. they had written something and it hadn't really made sense, and they were recognizing that they hadn't written it in a way that had made sense, but they didn't care enough to explain it, and they just kind of went on to the next point. And it's like that start too. It's like once they've written something, they don't care about it. It's like just a form of expression for them. They express it and then they move on to the next thing. Yeah. They so once I had closed their letter, they wanted it to not be like this normally. They wanted me to make it into like an origami folded letter. Which again is just like silliness and their creativity too. Okay, so that's the first part of your reading. Shall I make both of these seen? I don't know if anyone will want to try and read them. I don't know how readable my handwriting is. For most. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, let's get some animal cards going. What else do they want to tell you? I really want to use the pen for this. You know, I really feel like I'm only half in their energy. Or maybe they just do. Come across it. Yeah, it's like they have a lot to them. It's like they're not actually just like a pure child. They can settle down. They feel very anxious. But I think it's in... No, it's in their bodies and in their heads. There's something I'm not getting. We'll see. Maybe that's how they feel too. It's like there's always something that someone's not getting about them. Or maybe they feel like there's always something they're not getting. Like with the puzzle, like symbolisms they're always questioning and looking at. Yeah, I didn't really get that message with the don't you. I can't hear you. Maybe they feel like they don't get reciprocation a lot, like how like passionate they feel. They feel like they don't know that for you. I felt more of a yes for that. So maybe some of you do know them already. Or maybe they feel like they can sense in spirit that you're not as like invested in seeing them or you know, like playing those games with them as they would want. Okay, now I'm picking up like a tension from you, more like okay, I'm gonna get messages because it feels like they want to bring clarity on not only like a message from them, but they want you to recognize the situation itself. That's what it feels like. Or like I will be able to understand their message more if we get a bit more of a situation. So I want to get their message to you, like them and you. Them, yeah, shaman. They feel like they're waiting for you in spirit and you're not there. Where are you, pile threes? Ooh, owl magic. That feels like in the realms. And at the back, infinite possibilities. Unicorn. You are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. Yes, this is about connecting in the unseen. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. Some of you may be afraid of trusting what you're sensing in spirit. Like you're afraid of being delusional. Okay, so it feels like, yeah, this owl makes me think you are also extremely attuned to the unseen. But you're very suspicious, it feels. Like you don't quite trust it, or... There's a certain playfulness that ravens have that the owl doesn't. To me, it's far more serious. Makes room. Makes room. Makes room. Glide through the void. That it feels like there's a restriction on your part, like like you're afraid of stepping outside the box. You're afraid of taking full I heard like full control, or I'm not getting something. Let's get more cards. Maybe you do know them and you're trying to make room for them and they feel like you already have room for them, or they want you to make more room for them. With all this, like, they feel like they're too much. They want you to create space for that too muchness. Let's do dragons. Okay. What is this about? I think I might put it here. What's this about? Pile 3. Woo! Orange gold dragon from Arcturus. Opens you to knowledge, maybe the knowledge. Yeah, because knowledge goes with raven too. Ravens can speak of like words and writing. Yeah, there's power in your wisdom and words. They remind me of books. And owls remind me of books also. They feel very similar. And they both feel like not fully trusting also. Yeah, there wants to be more of a seriousness to what they have to say. It's like it's almost like they wanted to write that message, that latter could be significant. Now I'm thinking of LARPing. But later. Also maybe something about food. Later. You're late? That could be it. Like they feel like they're waiting and that you can already see, so they're wondering why you're also waiting. Because I'm noticing like that you are the one being represented with the birds with wings, I want to say. Theirs is like they're sat down. It does feel like they're waiting for you. But it feels like you're focused on something. Choose to know the truth because you can. Yeah, that fits so much for your energy, it felt. Choose to know the truth because you can. Also choose to be the truth because you can. Opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. Okay, so that's what... So future feels like it's what's sticking out a lot. And it feels like... I'm being drawn... Yeah, it feels like you're almost slipping down the hill. It's like you want to slip down the hill. Yes, okay. It's like you're clutched on looking as if you're about to fly into space. And you may even feel like you have to let go to fly forwards. But flying forwards would be flying backwards into the past. And they want you to fly into the future. No, they don't want you to fly, sorry. They want you to just slip down. Because I think their message to you is that of simplicity. Like, choose to know the truth because you can. In other words, you already have the truth. You're already what you need to be. You already have the space. There's no more to do. Birthright. Like, you were perfect at birth, or You had what I wanted at birth. I want just you. Because I keep seeing you trying to expand more and more. You may be quite like perfectionistic. You may feel like you want to come in right, like you want to say the right things, or you want to do the like precise actions. I'd like to make it worth your while. But they are saying, they're coming in with a strong message of you're already worth my while. Like it's not anything more than just what you are that I want. And what I didn't really finish saying was it felt like their message of the letter was so lighthearted, maybe to just like secure in your mind that you know who this is. Like if you already, they have such a like recognizable energy. I feel like you would know who this is if you've already met them. If you haven't met them yet, they still feel like you are like holding yourself back from connecting with them because of a fear that you're not ready yet, like because of a fear that maybe you haven't reached certain spiritual abilities to be able to connect. But they're like, no, you just talked to me already. I'm being drawn back to this message of like, I'm seeing the dragon. They just want the dragon to slip down the hill. It's like you feel like you need to fly, but actually it's in letting go of trying to be flighting. It's letting go of trying so hard, I think, is what their message is for you. Like, let yourself fall. Don't try and fly. Let yourself fall. Let yourself not be in a box. It's like they're recognizing that you're trying to be in a box for them, it feels like. But they don't want boxed you, they just want all of you. I just heard like, I had a combo of it's not that easy, and like from you, and what was the other one? Like, is it really that easy? Maybe that was it. It can be that easy. What else do they want to say? Let's get another animal card. Maybe plop it beneath the raven card. What else do they want to tell you? Okay, about where they're at. That came out easily. Tiger and whale. Accept your magnificence and live as a fully conscious being. That's where they're at. So they feel very confident in where they're at. They feel like it feels tied into their spirituality, and they're like, this is making me think of books again, like Akashic Records, like what they know. They're confident in what they know. They're confident in, there's like a presence to them. I think that's what it is actually. They want you to know that they're confident, or they're happy, that they're at peace with all that is in the present. Okay, and they want you to know that about you too. It's like they want the present, no matter what is in the present. But it feels like what they don't want is you trying to be in the future. They want the present you. Okay. Maybe I want to get a bit about how do you feel towards this, or about this. Horse, care for others and let them be free. Oh, there's that unicorn energy again. Okay, that's the message. What is it though? That's the message. What is it though? That may be how you're feeling. Like, you feel like you have everything, or like you're prepared, you're ready. But what is it though? You have the message, but what is it though? It feels like also you're recognizing some sort of connection to them. You're recognizing their energy, but you're not sure what their energy is trying to tell you. And this goes again with that energy of them not showing their full self. It's like maybe you recognize that they're not showing their full self, but you don't recognize, you still don't know what their full self is. Like, what are the other parts? But I kind of middle muddled that. So where are you at? And then it's making me feel like it's reading this. And okay, Lynx wants to come out too. Keeper of Secrets, yeah, and Infinite Possibilities. They feel like opposites. And with Snow Leopard, this is making me think of invisibility at the back. And yeah, these three are making me think of invisibility. Okay, that's the message. Oh, Ladybird is at the back. And I didn't mention for the other piles, but a ladybird, after I had written all of the letters, I put the letters like on my stand, and a ladybird crawled over all of them, and I was so happy. Yeah, it's when I was saying that, it's like I went to say something else, but then I just said I was happy instead of the other thing I was thinking of. I feel like you also have this mirroring energy from what they have been told about themselves too, that they're too much. I feel like you feel like what you have to say, like the real you, what you have to say is not good enough, or is wrong, or like it wouldn't be heard. I'm trying to think back why I said happy instead of what I did say. It's like I didn't really know what I wanted to say. I feel like you feel like you need to be solid with either who you say you are, or who you are, or your life. It's like, or what you express, or what you think or believe or want. It's like you think you need to be sure, but the energy they want to bring for you is an energy of, they don't actually care if you're sure or not. They just want to know if you are sure or not. Like, they just want the truth. Yeah, this presence. Live as a fully conscious being. Like, they care about how aware are you of, is it the awareness? I'm getting a strong yes, but also little bits of no. They care about how aware you are of what you're actually doing or what you're actually saying. It's like they see there's something like off about the way that you're acting. It's like with that ladybug message, it's like you say the thing that's simpler or that you know is true, but it's actually not what you wanted to say. Or it's not even, I don't want to say wanted, it is wanted. It's more like, or it is also just what was going through your mind. In that you weren't saying or aren't saying the things, or feeling like it's okay to be just the fluid version of you, the one that doesn't have the exact thing to say, but you have some of the bits. You're just more unsure about the real you. Is that the message from this then? Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others as secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude you will find your strength. Oh, it's giving me more of that energy of like in silence. And with this unicorn energy, it feels like nothingness. So yeah, it feels like they're with the ravens, like very vocal, very like talkative. But the owl feels so just watching, silent. They want you to talk, essentially. It's like you're not there, and they want you to be there. Is that in view? I think it can probably do that, can't it? Yes. There was way more room than I thought. See, that's your message. There's way more room than you think. Is this all slanted? Let's reposition, shall we? This is kind of funny because I think I'm about to just take all the cards off already and get new cards. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Instead of cleaning them, let's just keep doing more cards on top. Let's do Aina. So some of these will have words on and some of them won't, because I haven't yet created the entire deck. But I love it, so let's use it. What do we want to do going forwards? They feel like they can be quite rational. No! Wow! Rational! That flew out. Yeah. So they wanted to highlight that. It's like they can be lighthearted and playful. It's like this is what you'll get when they're themselves. It feels like the letter part. But now they're taking like a serious tone. Like, okay, let's get to that part where we can just have fun by being logical about the steps forwards. Okay, Mila. Mila is a scientist. Okay, yeah, that's going with how it came out with the being logical. She's a like underwater scientist though, so it's about, yeah, they want to call your attention to your emotions, to bring logic to what you're feeling. It's like, how do you feel, full stop. There's no more to it than that. Like, don't overcomplicate something that isn't complicated, is how they're feeling. Or what they're wanting to express. Bakashikoi is he's basically another like kind of logical scientist, but he's like an apprentice engineer, let's call him. Both of these are like very creative, but done through precision and through logical, like mental understanding. It's not like how they first appeared in their letter of like just like hopping on a cloud. It's more grounded. It's like but the first message is baka in Japanese is like idiot. So they feel like you're being silly, but they also recognize like the truth in that or where it's coming from. It's like Bakashikoi is both serious and a super goofball. He's kind of isolated, like what's at the back? Oh cool. That's giving me more of just an energy of like 2 zeros, like that infinity energy again. So they could be an energy of like get back to the core, like where did this all come from? Or who, like ground zero. Yes, I'm going to leave that at that, ground zero, or at least that sentence of that. 0. Shedding that which isn't necessary or helpful or conducive of what you're wanting. I'm gonna get another animal deck card and another animal card. Or tarot. Let's get an animal card first. Yeah, so there's a lot of like analyzing how things work. What could be, because with like engineering, it's requiring an understanding of why things operate the way they do. Like, how can I get this to turn this way? How can I get pushing this button to open this thing? It's understanding the mechanics. So, and with Mila being also understanding, but of the ocean. Yeah, it's wanting you to understand your own emotions. And also, like, I keep getting the silence, so it's like understanding why there's silence, like why you feel that need, or yeah, I'm being drawn back to this, I can't hear you. Why aren't you hearable? Why aren't you hearable? B. Ooh, that came out as I was thinking, hey, B, that kind of makes me think of the ba they wrote. So what did they say after that? How long until we can be together already? I want to poke you. Yeah, that poke energy of like, come on, come on, come on. They feel like something is in your hands. Okay, so we then got cat and pig. Be relaxed and independent, maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Some of you may be fearing if you communicate a little that they'll latch onto that, or that you may be fearing losing your independence, because horse is also being free. You may really value your freedom and feel like with this self-worth card, self-esteem, it's like you may fear that you lose yourself in connection. And we saw at the very start they really value connection, so you probably see that, recognize that within them, and maybe you're afraid of that value that they have. You're afraid of how they value you. What is this B card talking about? Spread heart healing with joy. Yeah, there's like a I can see two or few messages, but they don't really want to be expressed, which is odd. Maybe that goes with how they're feeling, like they have more to tell you. It could also be them saying like they have a whole like world they want to explore. So your fear of losing yourself in connection is not based on logic. If we're bringing this all back to logic, like, is that what they have shown you? Have they shown you that? I don't even want to put it that way. I want to put it more about you, because they feel like they want more logic, like based on like roots. And Bakashiko is making me think of family dynamic. Like I was seeing it like he was quite disregarded by his own family, and so there could be a call for you to look at the roots of your current emotions surrounding your connection with them, whether you've met them or not. It's like the energy they hold, or of like when you heard this letter, like how did you feel? Or when you think about being in close connection with them, how do you feel? And like why do you fear that? I laughed because I said fear instead of feel, but that seemed to fit. Bee buzz. Buzz buzz. As I keep being drawn to like the whole hive with bee. It also could be like hive mentality. Ooh, maybe that's it. It's the same message again of like, where does this fear or feeling really come from? It's like it's been ingrained within you. Is it based on truth, or is it based on what you've been told is truth? Okay, so tell me more about what the fear is. Let's work through it, shall we? Self-worth and like it's okay to be yourself. Yeah, because relaxed and independent is like, is it okay, the relaxed part, to be independent yourself? And that's just kind of highlighted with the self-worth and self-esteem. But it's maintain. It's like you feel like you lose yourself in connection is how it feels. There could be something especially to do with a mother figure, because this makes me feel like mother figure, or maybe grandmother, grandfather, parent. It gives off like nurturing though, so maybe whichever guardian, parent, family, it feels like it's to do with family, that I heard was supposed to be nurturing. Okay, so maybe it's not actually the one that was nurturing, but yeah, it's like they gave up, this card gives off an aura of, you see that? Okay, it gives off an aura of like they have a lot of motherliness to them, a lot that they could give, but they're distant. It's like they're not actually giving that. So if you've come from a childhood where your mother wasn't emotionally nurturing, a mother being like the, or you didn't have a mother, like you lacked a nurturance from a mother, it could be that your fear of being nurtured comes from, like, if this energy they have is very nurturing, that could be the trigger that you feel like to be nurtured you have to like lack that. It's like you feel like to be loved is to lack nurturance. I'm seeing it like if you had a cold mother figure and then this figure that them is warm, it's like, no, that's not where safety is for you, because your safety was ingrained within you to be cold. You feel safer when there isn't love within relationships because there wasn't love in childhood, and we grow up believing that we need to adapt to our parents or caregivers in order to receive the love that they were willing to give us on their conditions. So it might be that Pile 3, your person, is giving you the love that you didn't have, and you're afraid that it is conditional. I'm not getting, like, I feel like I'm skirting around a point that should be easy to get to. Skirting around a point, yeah, that's the same thing, that's what they feel like you're doing. They feel like the healing is right here, and that you're not choosing to accept it. They feel like this is all simpler than you feel it to be, or you're making it. Hawk, messages. They're sending you messages. Like, receive them. And, oh yeah, literally underneath that is owl, which was what you got. The owl is carrying something dead. Yeah, it's dead. It's not giving anymore. But it is food. It's like it's supposed to be nourishing, but it's not. It's the old. It's giving me the vibe of like you're carrying something that's not nourishing, and were you to let that go, it opens your mouth for something that is nourishing, aka them. Can you fit this little guy in your mouth? Okay. Any more messages from Pile 3's person? Pied flycatcher. Okay, they're drawing me back to the Jupiter finger. Because I read that as like something of tried flycatcher. Flycatcher is also making me think they tried to like flycatcher, like catching nourishment, catching real food. Pied. Also, pies are food also. There's something so prevalent in your reading about nourishment, and where do you get your nourishment from? And is there nourishment available to you that you're not going after or receiving? So the Jupiter finger part is, I've got things to do now, see ya. Oh, that might have been an experience with you that they've had. Like, I've got things to do now, see ya. In other words, like, because they did give me a feeling of, like, they felt a bit bad ending it, but they did want to end it. It's like they'd had enough at the end, by the end, but they didn't really want to admit that fully. It's like they didn't want you to feel like you were wrong, because it felt like they might be aware that you have insecurities around not being enough, because if you had a parent that wasn't giving emotionally, you may have taken that on as you weren't good enough. They didn't want you to feel that it was because of who you are that they're leaving this message. It's like they wanted you to still feel loved and seen. So even once they're leaving this message here, it's like they said, oh, but I'm still in spirit, you know, I'm just doing this because my Jupiter finger is twitching. Also Jupiter, like, travel, abundance, good luck. Jupiter also very spiritual, so it could be the Jupiter finger is like telling them to go. In other words, like, they want to stay, but it doesn't feel good to stay anymore. It's like where they're being led. Yeah, it felt like they were led to their own nourishment, where they can expand their wings. Turnstone, that's poking out to me. Turnstone, yeah, I'm getting an image of like taking up a rock and seeing all the bugs underneath, but I'm seeing that a bit like look at what's beneath the surface, look at the truth. And also turning a new leaf, like turning a new stone. But it's giving more of like an uprooting it all, really looking at the wise. Now I'm hearing that like wise, like wisdom, looking at your own wisdom. Ooh, look how similar that, look, there's so much orange in this, orange and yellow, which is connected to your emotions, and then your, I heard self-sufficiency within them, your self-sufficiency. Yeah, it's like, why do you want such freedom? Why don't you want this? It's like a solar plexus feeling of, you want to be free because you feel that you have to give yourself up in relationships. But what makes you feel that? Do you have to? What if you could be as free as you feel alone with someone else? What if they didn't take from you? And the feelings you get when you feel like others do take from you, where's that actually coming from? What is that emotion? What is it telling you that you need? Or that, like, what is the threat? Maybe something about walking on eggshells too? Maybe you feel like you need to be walking on eggshells as opposed to being your fullest self. Crossbill. Like cross, yeah, that's making me think, oh, that could have to do with religion too. Again, going back to, well, for me at least, upbringing. Like, what were you taught to believe is right and wrong? What were you taught to believe? Yeah, they want me to say that again. What were you taught to believe is okay, and what were you taught to believe is not okay? And the cross made me think again of like two ways of like feeling cross, like feeling stuck, like you feel like you can't fully be free and be within connection. That's not what I'm getting. I also got from that crossbill, what was it? Cross, like you may fear conflict. You may fear someone being cross with you. And that's again like, why does it make you feel a certain way? What is that feeling? There's a call to simply process it. Understand it. It's like, yes, feel it, but not in a way that it engulfs your entirety as truth, but where you're recognizing that you have felt that because you were shown that as a child. And also bringing awareness to, actually, the truth is that you are lovable. And that other people's feelings don't have to determine your worthiness, determine your okayness. You can always be okay. Your self-worth isn't in what you provide others with or maintaining a certain anything, for like fill in the blank. Whatever your conditions were of love, you can feel them and feel the pain that caused you. And then you can also recognize that you can bring in a new understanding of what it really means to be loved, to be yourself. I feel like it's a simple message of recognizing that your feelings are coming from something you've been taught, not coming from the truth. And I heard in my head, certainly not the truth of this connection. Okay. Any more messages? Last messages? I don't feel like there are. That's interesting. Just as I said, I don't feel like there are, the card popped out. Montagu's Harrier. Montague. Montague? Goo? 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 What is that? Gwee? Let me play with you already. Gwee! Yeah, they said... I noted that, but I didn't know what the message in it really was. They stopped like immediately after getting silly. It's like they started to get silly, but then they stopped immediately. Why? Don't make me write. Let me play with you already. Gwee, hee hee, I'll stop now. Or will I? I've only just begun. But it's like, it felt weird for them to be saying I'll stop now after they literally only wrote a couple silly things. It's something like maybe how much space are you... There's so much about like space here. How much space are you giving them? And is that because of how much space you want to give them? Or because of fears you have around giving them that space? Okay, that's the end of the reading. Okay, pile number 3. That took a different turn. More of a healing, self-understanding sort of reading. But that is the message they wanted to convey to you. So, I hope it served. Much love to you. Bye-bye. Put them away. Bird, 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 bird. Did I get a message from that Montagu's Harrier? Oh, the gwee part. For the few of you here, there's a small message also of there's something around a lap. Like they really want to sit on your lap, or you to sit on their lap, or like something to do with laps. Ooh, relapse? Laps? Other words with laps in it? I just heard lactate. Okay. Lactate. Yeah, lots of like motherly nurturing energy, like nourishment. I feel like they want to be your nourishment. Bee! Like buzzy bee. I feel like I didn't get the message from the like blubbly wobbly. That's what they're calling you. I feel like that's what where they're at. Like patience. There's such a waiting and watching energy. Where are my runes? Here they are. You could hear that, like, where are my ruins? Like, what are my ruins? Or, what ruins? Okay. Bye-bye, pile number 3. Oh, I was almost going to rip this, but the back of it is pile 4 stuff. Welcome in, pile 4. So your rune was Rider, movement forwards, progression, change, travel, go, forwards. Oh, interesting, I wanted to like highlight that forwards. I'll take note of that. Or maybe you should take note of that. Maybe you like taking notes. I feel like you would have very nice handwriting. Okay, so from your person, your being, from them to you, they say, sup. Hi, hello, how do you do? Bonjour, squeak. I don't know what the squeak was, ... Sup. If I met you in a fortnight, I wonder how our lives would change. Would we know of sweeter sunrises and feel sunsets rest forever? I want to treat you to all the finest things this life of ours has to offer. I want to never leave your side and compliment you on all the things you continue to amaze me with. I think I've never been so in awe of the fullness of energy one can experience in pure silence. You continue to amaze me, and I feel so grateful to be living my life with you. Your touch is nothing I've ever felt before, and yet one of my favorite things is to simply watch you. You and that glowing, healing aura of yours. It's more wonderful than you know, I'm sure. Call me crazy, but I see the way the animals respond to it. To you, too. You have a special breed of love. I know I'll get to say all these things to you in person one day, but for now, I'm grateful for this connection we have. I hope you feel the essence of me flood through your screen and into your spirit. I've felt your thoughts of me, and I cherish this magical space we hold together. It's an exciting thought to think that one day we'll really exchange thoughts and glances. You're so special to me, and I'll keep saying it. I want you to always know how much you mean to me and the immense gratitude I have for knowing and being able to cherish your soul. And at the very back they put, comma, your future love, soul friend, bestie, partner, and 2 hearts and a smiley face. They wanted me to write or make note of, they wanted me to do 2 hearts in particular. I just did 1 and I was like, oh, that's nice. But they wanted a second one. They really want you to feel cared for and loved. Okay, so that is the roulette. Roulette? That could be something. Maybe you meet them by chance. Pile 4, full stop. They felt very gentle yet eager. It's like right at the start, the like first thing they said was, like, what if I met you in a fortnight? They really want to meet you, and it feels like they are doing their own thing. Like with the woodpecker, it's like they're building their home, or they're working on something, but it's like they're not really focused on the thing they're doing, they're focused on you. It's like they're looking towards you. Yes, very eager, but they don't come across as eager. They could have like very Tauran energy. It's like slow and steady wins the race, but with so much like gratitude for that presence. It's like they're really valuing the taste of each moment, the taste of like they feel like they would appreciate like just the taste of the air around you. Like they mention aura a lot. And with me saying this, it's making me think that they already like have a taste for you. Some of you, if you already have met them, because it's like they spoke as if they already are living their life with you. Like I was imagining just like an old couple who've been together forever, or for ages. I didn't mean to say forever, but they want to highlight that they really want you to be there forever. Their forever partner. And with that, them coming through as red too, it's like they want a grounded connection with you. They don't want something fleeting. And yet with that like roulette energy at the start, which makes me think of like by chance. And also, I don't know what to say about that by chance part. It's like it might contradict some of the things. Like maybe you begin off as not so intentionally for long term, but then you find out that you both want that, or they find out that they want that. The other thing about roulette, and it kind of makes me think of the Raido rune too, is like they feel like they really lucked out with you. And there's a very interesting like future and past, because they have kind of said at the end, I know I'll get to say all these things to you in person one day, but for now I'm grateful for this connection we have. It's making me think that for most of you, you don't know them, or you're not in physical contact, and yet they also really love to speak about when you have known each other for ages. So they definitely imagine a long life with you, regardless of if they've met you yet or not. Okay. So their writing felt very poetic and eloquent, in a way that I felt like I was not doing justice to what they could have written. Like, it felt like my mind is not open enough of a channel to be able to write in the way that they would write. It also felt like they would take a long time to convey what they want, or it's not like it would necessarily take long, it's just it would be very intentional. Like it gives me the idea of, or the thought of like a poet who's just like in a inspirational place, like maybe they're relaxing in nature, like taking in their surroundings and really like moving with gentleness through their expression. Like they don't feel like they would get sudden hits of inspiration that they would like get down a full, I don't know, I'm going to poems again, a full poem in like 5 minutes. It feels like they would take their time to really express their feelings. But there's a lot of like grounded energy to them. They don't feel too overly emotional, but it's like they have a steady emotion. And it's interesting I said they don't feel overly emotional, because their like whole thing for you is saying like how grateful they are for you, and it's like such a heartfelt feeling of like adoration of you, or it's so much gratitude. And really they see you as so loving yourself. Like you and that glowing, healing aura of yours. When they wrote, it's more wonderful than you know, I'm sure, that I'm sure is more of like a, like, right? Because they gave me a feeling like they see you as someone who's very confident. It's like your aura glows, and it felt like you do know that it glows. So but they still felt like you still don't know the extent of it. It's like they would tell you, like, I know you see that you are amazing, but you really still don't see how amazing you are. Yeah. But they felt unsure about writing that. It's like, right? Like, they don't know how amazing they are, right? So they definitely see you as someone full of confidence too, or full of self-love. And there felt like a bit of a journey with that, because you give off an energy of, it's like I keep being brought to like someone of age who has really like developed their own sense of self, like you have or will have by the time that of the time they're kind of writing this from. It kind of felt a bit maybe like their higher self was coming through for this. Or they're very connected to their higher self or future self. Yeah, they're giving off energy that you are someone who has been through it and has really expanded their love for others and themselves. I feel wobbly saying that, like I'm not hitting something. Okay, we'll continue on. Oh yes, I want to note that for all the other piles I was listening to music, but for yours I had no music on. It was silent. They really value silence. Pure silence, something. Yeah, I've never been so in awe. I think I've never been so in awe of the fullness of energy one can experience in pure silence. Yeah. It's like you are so, like, you're a song to them themselves, yourself, that they don't feel like they need anything else other than to just witness you. It's like you are their music. I feel like a part of the reason why I'm feeling like bitty with this message might be because I think that they would be saying more like poetic things and I can't think of them. I don't think that's it. Maybe that's them. It's like they want to give the world to you. They feel so much like they just want to cherish you and they want you to know how cherished you are. Or is it, I want to treat you to all the finest things in this world. Or I want to treat you to all the finest things this world of ours has to offer. And I thought it was so sweet that they wanted to like write specifically our world has to offer. Like they really feel like a camaraderie with you, like your partners. Like it's not my world, it's your world too. And actually I remember thinking they didn't say it. They feel very particular with what they say. And that's what that energy I was going to express was like, actually, I think this energy I'm in now where I feel like I'm giving bitty things. I went to say advice then. Okay. Bitty messages. I think that's their energy. Like, they have so much that they think you deserve and they want, like, they want to hold out for the right words to say, or I don't want to call it awkward. It's like, it's just a bit like on edge. Like it's like they see you in such a high light that they like to offer. It's like, what do I even offer you? Like they see you as so full and like you have everything, or like your aura just I keep seeing it like golden. It's so healing. and so expansive too, and so bright, so lovely. It's like, what do I even do for you? Or what could I even give you? Like, they want to give you so much. They love to give. I wouldn't say that they would even come across as this to others. They feel more reserved, or like, not reserved. I think that they would just come across as I want to say like a normal amount of giving. Oh. Like, I feel... Okay, so I'll express what I'm feeling. Right now I'm feeling like I could be getting more of a message. Like, I could say, okay, that's done, and let's see what else there is that they want to say. Or I could hone in on what I'm unsure about and get messages on that, clarity on that, but I'm not. I just want to be. They really just want to be with you. They don't want to question too much. They don't want to think too much. They just want to be with you. But there is that unsteadiness. Okay. Yeah, they wanted me to put the 2 hearts at the end. I mentioned that some of the others cared about how the letters were folded. Yeah. So at the end, after writing the letter, some of the others had like a message surrounding that. Like, one wanted it to be folded like an origami. One of them, it was like painful to end, and that had messages for them. But for yours, they it wasn't folded perfectly, but they told me they didn't mind how it was folded, so long as the message got to you. I thought that was really sweet. Like, it doesn't matter how it's folded, it doesn't matter what package it comes in, I just, like, let my love reach them. They really do feel like they would treasure the silence with you. And now I'm getting an image of looking in someone's eyes. So, like, presence with one another feels very of value to them. I want to say they love your eyes. The energy I'm in now, imagining myself as them, I'm like shaking my head, like, I can't believe it. It's like, you, how are you? Like, how are you so amazing? I don't believe it. Not only, like, how does someone this amazing exist, I actually thought perfect then. But I changed my mind. Not only how does someone as perfect as you exist, but like, how is someone so perfect as you, like, right here in front of me? And there's a sense of like they're expecting you to want to be like rushing off or like doing your own thing, but you're sat right there with me, and that's like, what? It's not like a what out of disbelief. They don't feel like they lack self-confidence. They feel like they're quite sturdy, but it's kind of still a bit like they're expecting to be back on their own again. They adore you. I love this. Okay, I'm not getting more messages, so let's get some cards, shall we? What else do they want to tell you? I just heard that's it. That is what they want to tell you. But it's not that. It's not the message. It's the aura of this stillness. I want to say, like, if you ever want to know how they feel when you do know them, or whether you do know them or not, it's like, just ask the silence, or just be in the silence. I think as much as they seem like they love to write, they might really like writing about you too, or letters to you, or poems to you. As much as they like to write, I feel like all that they really want to convey to you will be best conveyed in between the words, in those glances. Yeah, I thought it was cute too. Like they said, it's an exciting thought to think that one day we'll really exchange glances, or exchange thoughts and glances. But I myself questioned writing that, and I'm thinking now, wondering if that was them questioning writing it, or if that was just me observing them. But they put like glances, not staring. It's, what is that on about? Let's get a message about that. Why glances? Be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. Maybe they do feel like you wouldn't want to hold a conversation with them, or you wouldn't want to really just be with them, because that's what the energy is like. It's like they might recognize that you'd want to converse with them, but then it's like, okay, but once we finish the sentence, then you'll go and do your own thing, right? Or then you'll go and speak to someone else. But it's giving off an energy of, actually no, you would want to sit with them too, and they are like, what? So yeah, they're a little bit of like they've been shunned in the past, or like no one has really sat down and just been present with them for as long as they would want that. Did that sentence make sense? What other messages do they have? They have a lot to say to you, it feels like. Llama. Kletsir. Set clear boundaries and enforce them. Kletsir. Seer? Yeah, let's see. And it's like they're just like closed eyes but facing each other. It's like, look at me but with closed eyes. Sense me. And when I was saying that before, yeah, when I was saying like what they would really want, I was doing this with my fingers. Like touch, physical touch feels really important to them. Yeah, I kept getting that. It's that Tauran energy of like slow, smooth, steady, very physical and like sensual, and red in the energy, very grounded, very in the body, present. But also that eager energy. It's like I'm hesitant to say passionate. I feel like, yeah, confirmation noise as I was about to say this. It feels like, yes, they definitely are, but that's not the message they have for you. In this particular reading, maybe you already know that, like you already sense that about them. Again, whether you know them or not, but their energy. They really want to value the silence with you. I know I've said that a lot, but it wants to come through again. Yeah, just this image. It's like that. When I asked about the why they said glances, we got the rat card of them like curled up alone. Like alone with the green of their own heart. And they've developed that strong bond with themselves from that. But it feels like from being left alone. And then what message do they have for you? It's like such like on the same page. Like I want to say it's like they're not even kissing. It's like it's so much more soul connected than that. Like you and me and nothing else. Like forget the world. It's making me think of a song, what's it called? Chasing Cars. It's like, let's just lay in bed and forget that the world exists. It's just you and me here. You and me in the present moment. It's like feeling the essence of one another. They really don't like rush. But I almost want to say that that's not even true. It's like they like they're Raido. They like forward movement, travel, change, shifting, like energizedness. But it's like in the time, or or maybe even in all of that, they still have an aura of groundedness to them. Like they really just want to take in every moment. They feel like they want to take in all of you. And they almost, I'm getting a bit of, there's an asteroid called Dante. It's based off Ooga Looga. It's not just an asteroid, basically. If you type in Dante and Beatrix, it will probably come up. Or just the asteroid Dante. It's giving me Dante vibes of, like, they're usually the observer, and it's like they're so inspired by you. Like they could just sit back and watch you and be fulfilled by just your existence. And Dante is also a poet. Like he writes about Beatrix, who is a girl that he didn't end up being with, but who brought him so much inspiration. So it just feels like not Dante, but they feel for you like just to be alive in the same world as you, or the same, like to just be able to watch you, it feels like. But they don't want that. It's like they want this. They want that togetherness of you looking at them also. It's just they haven't come from that, but that's what they're wanting. And that's what they see having with you. But it feels like in a very healthy way, because like I said before, it's not like the energy they came through with isn't this rat energy. It's, even though it's like that's what they said from the glances, it just feels like they do have a sense of maturity to them, where they're not trying to merge with you, they're not trying to become you, they just want to be with you. They recognize that they are complete themselves. Like I said before, it's like they kind of expected to go back to being on their own, and that didn't really feel too bad for them. It's not like they would lose their gratitude for living. They feel like they have a sense of self where they enjoy life no matter what their surroundings are reflecting, or like no matter who is in or out of their life, they feel like they're grounded within themselves. They have their own life, they have their own self, they have love for all, full stop. But they want that with you. They feel like they have clear boundaries. Okay. What was this called? What kind of woodpecker? A lesser spotted woodpecker. The spotted part is picking out to me. Picking out and spotted? That's good. Back to that roulette energy of like, one of you spotted each other, one of you picked one another out. You're spotted? Maybe they've already, if you don't know them, if you haven't already spotted them, this could be a message, like even if you don't know them, or you don't know of anyone who like this could potentially be, they might already know of you. They might have already spotted you. I feel like that is only for some of you, because I felt like a yes and a no from that. Keep your heart open no matter what. Yeah, it feels like that energy again of like they've been through a lot, but they continue to like walk on, to have love, to have compassion. They can hold a lot. They're very strong. They've been through a lot. Ooh, and that feels like to do with your connection too. And the card came out when I was thinking that, which is confirmation, and more of a message on that. This is all slanted, isn't it? Maybe that's better. So, giraffe, aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom. So that was to do with this donkey card, which was to do with your connection. And the spotted. You've been spotted. Yeah, spotted from afar is what I want to say, because giraffe is, yeah, it's like they hold out hope for what they see. It's like they know they'll see you. They know they'll recognize you when they see you. Or it's like they've always known it was you, or they've always there's something about like always, or like even through the pain. Maybe if you have known them and the connection wasn't always smooth, it's like they kept their heart holding for you. And giraffe always makes me think of seeing the future, because it's like they have such a higher perspective. So if things did go down between you and the connection, or if things will go down, they understand the like higher calling of it all, or they have a higher perspective on it. And that could be to do with themselves also. I just see this as so like a ray of sunshine and golden healing energy, even though the donkey looks sad. It's like in the toughest of situations, it's like, I heard they still hold a light for you. I think that there's a message, like it's split for those of you watching. It's like some of you do know them, and they continue to love you. Even apart is how it feels. I got a little bit of a confirmation noise, but it wasn't a huge one, which makes me think again it's just for some of you. And then a lot of you, it feels like you don't know them, and they've missed you. Like they really want to know you, but it's not so much like a dwelling kind of feeling. It's like they have so much hope because they know they will find you. They know they will have you, find you, be with you, get to see you, get to exchange those thoughts and glances. I'm being drawn to Mary and Gabriel and Jophiel. Vision. But the giraffe, even though they have such a higher vision, it's looking back. Or maybe just it's looking at the donkey. And I'm being drawn to like the lines in this. It looks like ley lines, or like planetary lines. I'm being drawn to like particular places, but now also a bit of like places in time. This could be that they're very connected to past lives you've had too. Oh yeah, I felt that for some of you. And they hold on to those. Or it's like they know, okay, this is it. They know that there's something in that. They know there's something in this connection. Whether you know them or not, it's like they've kind of held on to something. Let's get a message more of what that is. I feel like it's the soul. It's like they know who you are on some level, and they hold on to that. And not just in a like a love way, but also in that higher way of like, they feel like they have a certain trust, like for things to work out in the favor of all, or that things are working out. Yes. Okay, what are the messages, or an expanded... Oh yeah, we wanted to get, what was that? Like, what in particular are they focused on? What are they looking at? Or seeing a higher perspective of? Maybe that's part of it, like they're gaining wisdom on the struggle they faced. Yeah, they're gaining wisdom on the struggle they faced. In particularly the like light of that struggle, this is giving me past life energy. Like, it's giving me ancestry vibes. Confirmation on this, please. It is also really it's really making me think of like higher realms and then lower realms. Like, there's something about the earth. It's like the earth you've walked on is not the first time you've walked on it. That place, some of you, it's like that literal place, like the place we met, the place we this, or that place. There could be a sense of, if they haven't met you, it's like they know that a certain area is where they will meet you, or they've had certain past life memories in a certain land on a certain place. The Hierophant, but it kind of came in reverse, which is making me think that this is more about what's on the card, like the tree. I'm gonna turn my light on. I'm gonna put that below actually. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles, and I was gonna say the 5 of Hierophant. Very like elderly energy. Makes me think of like grandfather vibes. Both of them, like, I was gonna say control. Is there another way I can put this? Yay, let there be light. Which color's the best? This one? This one. Let's do this one. It's making me think of ancient knowledge, but it's not like knowledge, it's like where we lived. I heard where we fought, even though these aren't like very fighty kind of energy. I heard flighty then. Flighty energy. I'm just gonna get comfortable. Give me moments. Put my blanket on. Oh yeah, you're powerful. And turn my earphones that are charging off. Yeah, there's a lot of, I don't want to call it disruption, but I think that within this connection, like what it took for you to come together, there was a lot. It was a long road, a very, very long road. I want to say, again, with that like past life energy, it feels like it extends lifetimes. Like you knew each other long ago and you set this up. And you knew that it would take a long time, and part of the journey you've been on, part of what you knew that you had to create before you were ready to connect, has come from past lives, and there's so much of a sense within what you've created, and like what you've created, like the legacy energy of the 10 of Pentacles, like you've built a whole foundation, and Hierophant can speak of like a I heard a cult, a higher authority, like a spiritual foundation, let's say, a spiritual community, but like in a very leadership way. Like they both feel like leadership energy, guiding the way, but with something tangible, something people can really, I heard, relate to, something people can really use as steps forwards in their own life, or use as like grounded information, grounded wisdom. So this whole thing that they've been creating, that they've known that they've been creating for not just this lifetime, but many, many lifetimes, it's like that is where they knew they would meet you. And so their creation itself, or it doesn't have to be where they'd meet you, but it's almost like somehow that is so linked with you. And so there's such a nostalgic and like a looking to this thing surrounding you. Both surrounding your energy feels connected to this, but also that I think they use this as a way to move towards your connection, like a connection with you, because for one, with that like energy of they really want to provide for you. What was it? I want to treat you to all the finest things in this world, or all the finest things this world of ours has to offer. I have another thing to say about that, but first it's like, it's twofold again. It's like this thing that they've created, they want that to be able to provide for you. Okay, that's not the message. Or yes, but I don't know, it wasn't clicking. With the Magician energy, which is like creating, it made me think they want to, like, achieve you, find you, manifest you into their life through this thing they know they are creating. It's like they know how to find you because they've been walking this path for so long to get to you. It's not to get to you, but it also is. It's like they just recognize their own work is like scientifically and spiritually, like past lifey, like their purpose. It's like their purpose in what they create, what they're working on, is almost like the completion of a long cycle of creation for them, and you are a part of that, or you end that, or you start a new one. Or it's like they hold that foundation. They want this to be of worth for you, but they also recognize that. Let's get another card. 10 of Swords. Yeah, it's like the end. It's like they have the personal journey that they have taken, what they have long created, is putting an end to a long cycle of a string of past lives for them, or a string of lives, a string of like energy. This could be like ancestral clearing too, but I'm getting for most of you, it's like they've been working on this for many lifetimes, and maybe for those many lifetimes you two weren't together, but they can sense that once they complete that cycle, that it's a new cycle and that you're beginning that together. So that's what this like aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom is about. It's like they're seeing their own work, their own sense of purpose as, or they're seeing that in the divinity of it, or the reason behind it. Or I'm not explaining this, even though I feel like I can see the message clearly. It's like going all the way around, and I kind of feel like that's what their lives have been doing. It's like there was not one life where they like hit the nail on the head, but because of that, when they finally do complete the circle, because they haven't had just one poke, they've had a poke around all the edge to create such a large foundation for then so many other beings to hit the nail on the head with, because they put so much effort into it, into being like that fatherly outside foundation. Yeah. What am I else seeing? The Hanged Man. Yeah, it's like their own journey of what feels like almost self-sacrificing. Like it wasn't self-sacrificing because they completely wanted it for themselves, their own wisdom, their own understanding, but because it didn't come to them easily, because of that like skirting around the outside, that's what has brought so much wisdom down. I just made a funny face at that, like, what? Nothing feels like I'm really saying the message. I guess I'll go back to what I said about one of these things, that there was another message in. Sup, hi, hello, how do you do, bonjour, squeak, sup. If I met you in a fortnight, I wonder how our lives would change. Would we know of sweeter sunrises and feel sunsets rest forever? Feel sunsets rest forever. That did not feel like it came out smooth when I was writing that. It felt like they could have written something more attuned to them, but I also felt like that was them too. It's like they didn't really know how to end it. It's like would we know of sweeter sunrises felt like it was clean. Like they know how they want their newness to look, but they don't quite know how to put an end to this long cycle of theirs. I want to treat you to all the finest things this life of ours has to offer. Oh yeah, that's what it was. When they were writing that, they were seeing it like they want to treat you to the finest things because they see you as the finest thing. But I think they didn't want to write it because it sounded too cringy. They feel like they It's a Taurus energy or Venus, like or Libra maybe. I can't get words out for this. High value, that's what I'll say. High value. It's not like a scruffy kind of value. It's very like elegant. I want to never leave your side and compliment you on all the things you continue to amaze me with. I think I've never been so in awe of the fullness of energy one can experience in pure silence. You continue to amaze me, and I feel so grateful to be living my life with you. Your touch is like nothing. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about. I did actually have that in the letter. The touch, because I felt that so strongly from them, but they only like touched on it. Your touch is like nothing I've ever felt before, and yet one of my favorite things is to simply watch you. You and that glowing, healing aura of yours. It's more wonderful than you know, I'm sure. Call me crazy, but I see the way the animals respond to it, to you, too. You have a special breed of love. I know I'll get to say all these things to you in person one day, but for now, I'm grateful for this connection we have. I hope you feel the essence of me flood through your screen and into your spirit. I felt your thoughts of me. Oh yeah, I forgot to add more to that. Like, speaking on it. That they've already said that they felt your thoughts of them. And I cherish this magical space we hold together. They're very intuitive, but it's like it's like a grounded intuition, or I don't know, it comes off differently to like super watery. It's an exciting thought to think that one day we'll really exchange thoughts and glances. You're so special to me, and I'll keep saying it. I want you to always know how much you mean to me and the immense gratitude I have for knowing and being able to cherish your soul. Okay, I'm actually getting the energy of okay, that's it. That's the reading done. Even though I feel like I haven't really solidified anything. It's like I feel like I've... Maybe that's how they feel too. Like they're skirting around something. Like that energy of this. Maybe that's how they feel about this long cycle of past lives of theirs. Like they've created it, but now they're kind of viewing it, figuring out what to do with it, or it doesn't quite feel solidified for them. Like I can see that I've said a lot in this reading, and that actually it felt quite precise, or that I got out the energy that I was meant to. And yet it's like, okay, but now what? And I think that's really how they're feeling. Like I've done it all. I've completed it. I'm in, like, the magician isn't only new, it's like it's not the full, it's not the first card. It's like they've already begun the journey. They're already in the newness, but they're kind of observing the fact that they're in that newness. Maybe also like wondering how your connection plays a part of it still. A part of this newness. Because they definitely feel you strongly. And it's like to them, it's like you fit in a place. It's like they really see a sturdy sort of dynamic with you. Even if that is like with Raido, it's like a continual progression, a quote unquote growth. But there's always like a steadiness to it. I can't remember how I started that. Or what that was about. And they have that too. It's like, why did I do that again? Like, what was all that for? I feel like they're in the new, but they don't really know what to do. Yes. Okay, that's where I end your reading. Pile number 4. This has been fun. I've enjoyed your reading. I felt like there was something more I wanted to say about like the uniqueness of your pile, like the gentleness or the... I don't know, it just had a certain breed of love to it. Okay, that's your reading. Bye bye. Let's put these stove away. haven't been doing secret piles, so I don't know why I'm not turning the camera off yet, but it just feels nice and cleaner. That's kind of how they feel. It feels like it's like they haven't pressed off on the last cycle, on like all that they've created, that like legacy feeling, or the feelings of like being a spiritual leader or a leader within their field of expertise or wisdom. It feels to do with spirituality, or what the path they've walked. It felt to do with that heart energy of their strength. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's like they haven't clicked the off button on that huge cycle, and yet they are completely in the new cycle. Relating to, like, they're still putting stuff they're still putting stuff away from the old cycle. You've got 4 of Swords, healing. It's like it's not the heartbreak, it's the healing after it. 2 of Swords. Yeah, they feel like they don't fully know what to make of this in-between phase. Like they haven't pressed off on the old cycle, and yet they're still packing stuff away. Yeah, and I heard they're still finding their way, which goes with that Rider energy. Movement. Forward progression. Progression, full stop. Okay. Bye bye, wonderful. Oh, let's rip the pages with you first, because who doesn't love a good tear? Yacha! Woohoo! now that that huge past life long trail of cycles for them has ended. Plop. Okay. Bye bye.